Hello, you guys, and happy Monday. Hello, everybody. Rudolph, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Um, you don't have to show support through memberships. It's great if you can, but you're here every day, like every live stream, you like the videos, like that's enough support for me. So I appreciate you, Rudolph. Freya said, I'm so sorry, Freya. I'm so sorry. We're here for you, okay? We are definitely here for you. I'm sending you so much love right now. Hey, trolling. Hey, everybody. Stevie's here. Like, everybody's here. Anna. I know Mandy's here. Mrs. Morris. Oz. I can't scroll all the way up. Hyde is here. Steffi's here. Hello, everybody. Okay, I guess to start really fast, somebody is impersonating my account with using my full legal name and my daughter's name in Kaya's comment section and basically sticking up for them. So that's not me. I know you guys all know this, but I don't support Kaya. I never have. And it was just odd to me. It was just odd to me how, all this stuff comes out, Masimu gets exposed and apologizes, and then it's like back to coming for Breezy's kid under a different account. I don't know it's her. Like, I hope for her sake it's not, but it could very well be Foodie Beauty. I don't really care who it is. Please stop. Please stop. And yeah, I just wanted to make that very clear. I do not support Kaya at all, especially again after the newest video. Hi, Mrs. Powers. I tried to search them to report but couldn't find the channel. Maybe the channel got taken down by now. I'm hoping so. It will be Missy Moo. It's just weird. Like, we know she's never fully gonna go away. She's addicted to this stuff. So, I don't know. I'm not going to be surprised if I see random sock accounts popping back up again coming for my child, because now Missy Moo can't do it under her account. So, it'll just be very telling. It'll be very telling. It's pretty much stopped since Marty's came to town, I guess you could say. But it started up again last night. So, again, using children. Yeah, it's just gross. Like, I don't involve anybody's children in anything I talk about, except for the Shanny for Christ coverage. I talk about what she did to her children because they were victims and they deserve their story to be told too, in a sense, because Shanny and Rev will never get the truth from them. They're always going to be the innocent ones. Everybody else is a problem. So that's really the only time, like, I don't go after anybody's kids I don't like. So it's very gross people come after mine. But I think they know it's a sore spot for me. So I don't know. It just tells you the kind of person that they are. Some adults in girl world are horrible. I agree. There's so many good people, though, too. There's so many good people. But it's like those little few that are just like nasty for no reason. Gosh. It's still there. Oh, it's still there. Okay, great. Well, hopefully it gets taken down. I've reported it. Yeah, trolling said kids are off limits. Shanny and Rev are trash. Agreed. Hey, Chrissy, good to see you. So we have a lot of notes. I took like 2 hours worth. It's amazing to me. Like, I never took notes before. In high school, the only notes that I wrote were to boys or to my friends, and I would like do an airplane or somehow like do the little thing under the table where you throw it. But it was always when a teacher wasn't looking, and it was always like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this to end. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to McDonald's after this, or wherever you went in high school. But yeah, I've never taken notes like this in my life. I'm very much into this. I'm very much entertained. I can't even lie. I'm not going to do the disclaimer of we don't condone or condemn, because as far as with Missy Moo, I just don't care. Hi, everybody. Hey, T. Hello, MRA. Good to see you. Your notes are very well written. Thank you. I'm glad you can understand them. Misty said, hi, Breezy. Hi, Taylor. Hi, anyone else who hasn't sent Nadder nude. Oh, that made my whole day. Oh, okay. We got to put that on screen. Yeah. Hello. So where do we begin? Shit hit the fan last night. Shit hit the fan. Let me take a sip of my soda. I'm not even doing coffee at this moment. I have a soda, but thank you to the person who sent me coffee money to my Cash App. I'm going to go get Starbucks after this. It's like my daughter's first day back at school. I took notes last night, so like I need caffeine. But I should be around to cover foodie stuff today. So I don't think we might not be able to do foodie in this live stream, but I can come back in the afternoon and we can do all things foodie if you want. I was featured in a Foxy 8 animation again. Wow, I feel honored. Thank you for letting me know. We might have to check that out. Hi, Mama Bear. Last night was awesome. I feel vindicated in ways that like I can't describe really. But there was a moment, and we'll get into it because, again, like settle in, you guys. Sit back, kick your feet up because it's going to be like a lot of talking. It's going to be a long live. Especially at this one point where Marty asked Mr. Moo how he would feel, because Mr. Moo kept saying, well, I'm trying to protect my family. I'm trying to protect my family. And Marty asked, would you want somebody targeting your children? And I literally could have burst out in a song and dance. Like, I don't know. And just having Missy Moo have to apologize and everything. I don't know. Like, I'm going to sound so cheesy. And a lot of people don't like Marty, so they're going to hate me saying that's like, thank you, Marty. Thank you. Because Missy Moo got away with so much for so long. And it wasn't just like making fun of people's looks on the internet. Like, she stooped to levels nobody should stoop to, especially as a mom. She's made Anne feel unsafe. She made P.I.'s daughter feel unsafe, scared to go to school. And it was like she just was untouchable. Like, nothing we did, it didn't matter if we reported, nothing we did worked. Nothing. And then she would pretend to be nice for a short amount of time and then just go back to her ways. And YouTube feels a little bit safer now for me. I do have to say that. So I thank Marty. YouTube feels a little bit safer for me today. Yes, I woke up to the same BS coming from my child, but knowing Missy Moo doesn't have channels to tell me to off myself on and other stuff like that. Like, I know that was you, Missy Moo. I can tell when Foodie Beauty's writing. I have it down to an art. I can tell when Foodie Beauty's writing under sock accounts. And Missy Moo, I've had enough messages for you that I know what you sound like. So YouTube feels a little bit safer. The streets feel a little bit cleaner today. And I don't care. Hate me. Thank you, Marty. Thank you. Mr. Moo is just as disgusting as Missy. That man needs to grow a pair. This is Breezy Unfiltered today, by the way. There's going to be probably curse words. There's going to be stuff like that. So put your earbuds in, just in case. He needs to grow a pair. He needs to grow a pair. He sounded weak and easily manipulated. Very weak. I hope they hear this. You sound weak. And F you, Mr. Moo. Oh, I need to protect my family. I need to protect my family. Well, that's what we were doing when we tried to stop your wife from harassing us. So you can F all the way off. And I don't feel bad for you. He kept doing this like timid, shaking voice when he was talking. And like, F you. F you. Your wife is a monster. F you. F you. So let's see. So much of what her husband and her said were lies. So, you know what? I'm going to start off with, I'm going to do a spoiler alert just really fast. For anybody who is wondering if Missy Moo went to the hospital and was rushed to the hospital, no, she's an effing freaking liar. She's an effing liar, and she made her husband lie for her. She was going to manipulate the situation. In case you didn't know, she put up all these insane videos. Insane, like the craziest shit I've ever seen. And I watch so much reality TV. I really do. Like, I guess a lot for me. I think I watch lately I get to watch 4 hours of reality TV a week, 4 hours a week. So, I mean, that's not even that. It's been Below Deck Sailing and Temptation Island. So 2 hours a week. But I guess that's like a lot of reality TV for me. Like, in the meantime, I'm not watching anything else really. Like those 2 hours a week or 2 to 4, depending on how much time I have. That's just all reality TV. Her videos, absolutely insane, hyperventilating, saying that people put dog treats on her porch, saying, here, doggy, doggy. She called Marty a dog hitman, basically. She said that Marty was offering money for her dog's head. She's batshit crazy. Then she showed a video of somebody apparently reversing from her house, which doesn't make sense because, okay, think about it. If you're wanting somebody to know that you know where they live and you're outside, why are you reversing away? That doesn't make sense to me. So the video came from her clearly. Just the claims. And then at one point she was like, I can't even go inside to use the restroom. Like, were we supposed to believe she was locked out? I don't know. And then In real time the other day, you guys, we saw Missy Moo change her whole Missy Moo channel to, like, as we were live and everybody kept checking on her channel, we watched her transform it into Marty Moo. It went from Missy Moo to Marty Moo. And then we watched her put on that beard and towel thing that she crocheted. We saw her doing weird things. And then by the next day, she was fully pretending to be hacked. Like, this woman's batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. I think she needs to be hospitalized. I think she needs to be. She's not safe to be on the internet. Somebody who does all this stuff. I mean, she sent Nadder nudes. She sent Nadder nudes. She's harassed T and Saz. She's harassed PI. She's harassed me. There's been other people too. You guys can feel free to name all the people that she's harassed, but there's been a lot of us. And it wasn't just, again, coming for our looks or saying like we have stupid channel, whatever. It wasn't anything like that. It was specifically doxing, coming after our kids, weird stuff like that. She needs to be hospitalized. And then to fake being hacked, fake a hospital visit. She wanted us to believe she was rushed to the hospital for an emergency. What else has she done, you guys? There's so much more. She's so much more. Imagine her teenage kids knowing what she does online. Ooh, Chrissy, I'm glad you brought that up because we're going to get to that in my notes. And she pisses me the hell off. Once she gets on the phone with Marty, again, we're going to do the notes. I'm going to say this and that's all because I don't want to spoil too much. She gets on the phone. She's crying. She's like, I don't want my kids to hear me upset. Fuck off, Missy Moo. Did you care about anybody else's kids if they were upset with what you were doing to us? I don't care if your kids heard you. Maybe they need to know that their mom isn't okay, and maybe they need to ask you to get help. That's just my opinion. It made me so mad inside when she's like, I don't want my kids to hear me upset. F you. F you. Did you care if Aaron's sons were upset when you emailed them telling her to get her an intervention? Did you care? F off. I hope they know about you. I hope they know about you, and I hope they're probably going to encourage you to get help. And you should probably go. A psycho, right, Kathy? Hello, Promise. She sent the nudes. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Okay, let me take a sip of my soda, and then we're going to get into these notes. It's absolutely wild. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Never. Okay, so Sunday night stream. I'm not going to be looking at the chat for a while, you guys. I'll kind of check in and out. But so if anybody comes in or anything, like mods, please let them know, like welcome them or chat to Hey Flower and let them know I'll be checking the chat like in between or after I'm done reading. That video was over the top. Yeah, it was. So her channels are wiped clean now. I had the short of her dog video up, but I took it down because it's really upsetting. Like, I know we know what's going on, but like, imagine somebody just scrolling through YouTube shorts landing on that video. Like, how upsetting would that be if you're hearing like somebody's dog is trying to, it's just, so I took it down, but it's out there if you guys want to look for it. Hey, Cookies and Steam, animals, the elderly, and children, the 3 protected groups no one should harm ever. Yeah, no one should. No one should. I heart said, so true, Oz. What did Oz say? Hold on. Let me scroll up to see Oz. And to be honest, when I heard her saying that Marty is threatening to unalive her dogs, I got such a chill. What if she will go that far and do something to them and put it on him? I can't even lie. She's somebody who would do that. We saw the extent she went, like, everything she went through to try and look hacked, to try and do all this stuff, to fake a hospital visit, to fake her dog's lives being threatened, to fake somebody in front of her house. She would absolutely harm. I'm sorry, I'm saying this is my opinion. She would absolutely harm an animal. She'll do something. She'd probably, I hate saying this, she'd harm somebody. I don't even know. She might even harm herself just to get attention, to be the victim. I hate saying that. I hate it. But do you guys know what I mean? Like, there's nothing in her brain that tells her, stop, this is too much. Stop, this is wrong. Stop, this isn't okay. There's nothing there. I don't know how else to describe it. There's nothing in her brain that tells her to stop, and that's terrifying to me. She seems unhinged. She is. She needs to be reported and sounds so scary. She's been reported to YouTube everywhere. I don't know. I wish when the cops were called there the other day and they did a welfare check, I wish they would have taken her and seen something is wrong. I really wish they would have. She needs help. And not like just 3 days on a hold, you know. She needs a lot of help. Yeah, she seems psychotic. She does. Oh, Pissy Poo is cluster B for sure. She will go to great lengths to prove her point. I believe it. Cover said this is all batshit crazy. If you're not in the know, you would not believe what's going on. It's like a mad soap opera. I know. Can you imagine just stumbling upon this? Like, this is a wild rabbit hole. There's going to be a documentary made about all this one day. I fully believe one's going to be made about Missy Moo on here. A creator will probably pick it up, and they should. Like, it's crazy what she's done on here. Promise said, if you know nothing else about Marty, you know he loves animals, children, and elderly. Okay, so he says animals, children, and elderly are off limits. He will go to bat for all three. He's an animal lover and defends children and elderly. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. I know he does this trolling stuff, but like take that away and he's actually a good guy. He is. Take all that stuff away and you can tell he's a good guy. I don't believe that he would ever try and harm anybody's dogs, anybody's children, anything like that. Just watching 100%, that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, Oz. Bold and Beautiful Canada edition. Yes. Hey, Sue, it is a crazy community. Hey, Nikki. All right. FW said, Breezy, it's Frank. Just listening. Hold on. Hold on, Frank. I can't find. Hold on. Breezy, it's Frank. Just listening while at work. It's hot as hell here. I just wanted to add Missy Moo and the Girl World has been handled with kids' gloves so far. Yet, maybe someone will learn. Best advice for Foodie and Missy Moo and Cyrax, stay off the internet for good. We never forget. Shit is getting real, and they always play victim when they get exposed. Agreed, Frank. Wow, well, that's really good advice. Hi, by the way, and have an amazing day at work. Danielle, I thought the Cokie era was crazy to stumble into, but Missy Moo just added another level of crazy. Can I just tell you something? It's a crazy day. It's a crazy world when Missy Moo makes Nadder look sane. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's putting, like, oh my gosh, she makes Foodie Beauty look sane. She, this is crazy. FBI Frank, no. Elderly aren't off limits if they are online talking trash. Sorry, but that's part of the internet. Children and animals literally have no voice ever. Anne walked into a toxic community. Can I just say, though, can we just say that, can we look at it this way? Like, Anne has a lot of health problems. Anne has a lot of health problems. She's how old? She's 85. I'm not saying some of the stuff she says is right, but at her age, with the shit she's going through, if she wants to go online and talk shit about Foodie Beauty, I don't care. Just let her. Does that make sense? Like, just let her. I don't say I agree with everything she says, but you know what? When I'm 85 years old, maybe I'll come online and talk more shit too. Maybe I will. If that's how I want to spend my time when I'm 85 years old or older, however old she is. And I think she has a broken pelvis, all this stuff. Like, let her talk shit. As long as she's not seriously harming anybody or herself, she's not doxing, she's not whatever, like, let her talk shit. That's just my point of view. She's lived a life. Just let her. Oh, Anna's 73. Whatever. I thought I heard 85. But she's 73. She's, okay, 75, 73. However old she is, let her talk shit. She's going through health stuff. I don't know. She has a broken back, too. Like I said, I mean, as long as she's not, like, seriously harming anybody, like, why do we care if she has a channel that she wants to talk shit on? I don't know. I will just, sorry, so she's 73, 75, however old. I'm just saying, let her talk shit. She's going through stuff. I don't know. What is she doing that's, like, different from any of us? Like, why are people so focused on her because she's old? And I'm not saying you, Miss T. She's not even necessarily old. I was thinking 85. 73 is young to me now. But I don't know, like, why is she any different? I feel like people just don't like her talking because they're like, well, she's an elderly woman. She shouldn't be online. She shouldn't have an opinion. Who cares? What is she doing that's different from anybody else, really? 73 isn't old in my opinion. Well, now that I know that, I thought somebody said she was 85. So 73 is young to me too, but I just feel like with her health problems, I don't know. Like, I know she's going through a lot, and I don't see what she's doing that's different than anybody else. I feel like people, like, she's easy to prey on. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Leave her alone, you guys. Leave her alone. If you don't like what she says, then just don't watch. I don't know. I just think people should disengage if it's to that point. Don't interact in a negative way. Let her go and do her thing. That's what I think too. Like, if she's truly offensive to anybody and you don't like what she has to say, like, just don't watch. Don't watch. She's still calling out the same BS everyone else. That's what I think too. Like, I honestly I'm subscribed to her, but like, I stay away from her channel because I'm scared. I watch sometimes too, but I'm scared if I comment, people are gonna like do the whole and stay away from Breezy, and like, she doesn't need that kind of attention. But like, I don't know. Nothing I've seen her say is any different than anyone else. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but she's still calling out. Yeah, I thought she was in her late 80s. I don't know. I feel like I was told 85. She's somewhere between 73 to 75. However old she is, I don't see her doing anything different than anyone else. I know people were mad because she called Foodie Beauty fat, but like, is Foodie Beauty skinny? I mean, isn't that just a fact? Anne's just stating a fact. I don't know. Tom said, how many other 73-year-old knows how to navigate the internet? Exactly. She's doing pretty good. Let her go online and talk shit. I don't know. Like, I also think she's just very blunt, and she doesn't really necessarily hold back. So like, her approach might not be for everybody. Do you know what I mean? But her style is for a lot of people. And I know a lot of people, when they're watching her, feel like they're hanging out with their grandma. Like, it just feels like family to her and over there. So I don't know. I just think we should leave her alone. Leave her alone, you guys. I'm not saying you guys bug her, but I just mean in general. Like, I'm getting really sick of hearing like, she's too old to be doing this. Well, like, I don't know. Like, are any of us spring chickens? In that case, aren't we a little bit too old? All of us too old to be doing this? I don't know. Just leave her alone. Is there any age limit for the internet? I know. I don't think we just need to stop with the too old to be doing this. It's just, come on. Blondie said, I just don't care for the racism. What if she said, I haven't heard her be racist. I will say that. So if she has said something racist and it hurts people, I don't agree with that at all. Racism hurts people. It's wrong. I'm not condoning that at all. I haven't heard her say anything, but again, I don't regularly watch her channel. I'm subscribed because, like, why not? I want to be nice to her. But if you have something, proof that she said, like, of course I'm going to say it's not okay. You know, I have a biracial daughter. Racism is not cool with me and never will be. I see it almost on a daily basis, and I don't like it. So if she said something like that, no, I don't approve of that. Misty said, my grandma is 93 and has an iPad. She's not in girl world, though. That's cool. Your grandma probably knows how to work the iPad better than me. Anne has been super mean to others for years on the internet. Okay, Shan, I didn't know any of this. I thought the issue with her was people thought she was too old and they didn't like her approach to things because she called Foodie Beauty a cow or something. I don't know anything beyond that. So if there was any racist remarks, of course, I do not think that's okay. But am I going to go bully her for it? Am I going to go bully her for it? No, I'm just going to make it known I don't agree with that, and it's not okay. Old people get away with a lot. LOL. It's funny. Let's see. Vicky said, my friend's husband is having in-home hospice and her 95-year-old dad will be doing in-home hospice. She's being pulled in two different directions. Okay, Vicky, I'll pray for your friend. I'm very sorry to hear that. Let's see. I agree, Shan. Yeah, she is absolutely racist and refused to take a racist post down that she had up for hours. Okay, well, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with her having any racism on her channel. But again, I'm not going to go bully her for it. I'm just going to make it known that that's not okay. That's not okay at all. Jamie said, just because you're old doesn't mean you're a nice old lady. True. Very true. And I think people need to remember that when they're telling me that I'm an elder abuser who goes punching grandpas. I think they have to remember that not all old people are weak and not all old people are always nice. But again, But again, if Teen Sass is being rude to other people, I just highly suggest you just don't watch them. Like, I'm not going to go bully her. I'm not going to go bully her. She grew up in an era of racism. She also grew up in the Depression. She grew up watching a lot of things happen in this world. Okay, and I understand that. That's not an excuse, though. That's not, that's a hard one because things used to be very different, but isn't it our job as like family, or if we're on the same platform as people who may not know terms and pictures or whatever she did, posts are not okay. If she hears that it's wrong and she's educated on it and she keeps doing it, then yeah, that's racist. And if people keep doing that, then that's racist. So has she been told that these things weren't okay? Does she acknowledge that it was? I don't know. I don't watch her enough, you guys. I don't watch her enough. I call Foodie the cow. Comment is cool by me. Yeah. I wasn't ever hurt. She called Foodie Beauty a cow. I'm sorry. Tara said, I've listened to Anne a lot and never heard anything racist for her. Cookie said, age limit. The internet is accessible for society for roughly 23 years. People around 50 did not really have the chance to get accustomed to the web before. No, she has been a nasty person her whole YouTube career. It's not just Foodie. She went after several creators. But, like, what do you want people to do about Anne? Like, it sounds like people want, like, Marty to go after her or people to go after her. Like, if she's being rude and you don't like what she has to say, I would just stop watching. If she's been told things are wrong or racist and she's not changing, just don't support the channel. I mean, I don't know if people think I'm gonna if I'm gonna start this whole mission to go bully Anne off the internet. It's not gonna happen. Like, she's 73 years old. I made a mistake in my 20s. I'm gonna pay for it for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be supportive of the elderly people. I'm gonna not bully them. Do you understand? Like, I'm not gonna go after Anne. And I don't know, I don't understand why this is becoming a whole thing, but like, with my past, it's kind of my life's mission to be kind to everybody right now, and well, people who deserve it anyways. And Anne, I don't know enough. I'm not going to go bully her. I'm not going to encourage people to go bully her. I'm not going to be part of bullying her. If she's racist, I'm just going to unsubscribe and not watch. That's what I'm personally going to do. I'm going to say that any racism is not okay. And, you know, it's 2023. Everybody needs to be educated on the terms that are not okay to use today. And that's all I could do is say, go educate yourselves, go learn what's not okay to say, and please don't hurt other people. Like, my whole thing is, as long as you're not hurting other people on the internet, you know, everybody mind your business. But if she's hurting other people with that, then clearly she needs to be told it's not okay. But I haven't seen anything, so I don't know. I agree, Breezy. Don't support if you don't agree. Yeah. Miss T said, yeah, she's been called out for racism for her bigotry, but I don't attack her for it. I don't really attack anyone, just comment on their mess. Okay, so she's aware. And has she done it again since that happened? I guess that's my next question. Did she do something and was made aware and it stopped? Because if so and it stopped, that's good, right? Then she heard, she listened. Anna said, honestly, my parents are around the age range and they are nice, but they could be mean too. Got it. Jamie said, don't bully her, just don't support her. Yeah, like with anybody. If you don't like what they have to say, if you don't like their opinion, their point of view, how they talk, whatever, who they vote for, I don't know, just don't, that's the best thing. Just don't watch, you know? Don't support, just carry on and go watch a channel you do like. I'm never going to be okay with bullying Anne off the internet or trying to. I know a lot of people want that. I just say, if you don't like it, don't watch. And I want to say, if any racism is happening, please stop. Like, please. But again, I don't know. Crazy said, to be tolerant of other people, you have to tolerate their flaws too. That's beautiful, Crazy Joe Pondu. I love your screen name, by the way. Every time I see your username, I'm going to be happy. Blue Jay said, you just don't have to agree with her, but don't make her life more miserable than it is. I know, like, I'm not going to go be mean to this woman. I saw a video where she's crying and she has a broken pelvis. Her teeth, like, are making her miserable. Like, if anybody wants her to pay or something, like, come on, she's in pain right now. Just leave her alone, everybody, you know? Shan said, I won't bully her. I just won't support. And that's all. That's what you should do. Don't bully her. Just don't support her. Just watch and said, just ignore her. Shan said, I just do not watch. You are right. Yeah, that's all we can do. Like, we can't change her. We can educate and say, hey, I didn't like when you said this. I didn't like when you do this. It offended me because XYZ. It offends other people because XYZ. But like, if she's 73 and set in her ways, do you really think, you know, she's going to miraculously come on tomorrow and change everything? I don't know. Just don't support her if you don't like her. That's my best advice. I thought we were just talking here. Sorry. What do you mean, Blondie? What happened? What happened, Blondie? Yeah, Blue Jay said no one wants to cancel an old lady. No, like, let's focus on Chantel. That's next, right? Nikki said Anna's harmless. She is dying. Leave her alone already. And there you go. And there you go. Again, I want to say I didn't know about any possible racism. This is what I see, you guys. This is what I see when I pop into Anne's channel. I see somebody who's just trying to get by right now. I don't know anything else. Again, I haven't watched her a whole lot. I'm subscribed and I pop in every once in a while when things are going on and I want to see if she's okay. This is what I see when I watch Anne's channel. I see somebody who needs a connection with other people right now to get them through their day. I see somebody struggling so badly and looking for reasons to find, I don't know, a reason to still be here. I don't know why I'm tearing up talking about this, but like, I see someone in so much pain, they're trying to put a Band-Aid on it for just a little while and get a little bit of relief. So I'm not going to bully this woman. I hope nobody else does either. If she is like, if she's racist, like people said, or she's doing whatever, like, just don't watch. Just don't watch. I don't condone any of that, but just don't watch. Yeah, foodie is our main focus. Miss T said, exactly. If you don't support someone's views, don't support their channel. Exactly. Lady said, I don't think people should harass or bully her, but it doesn't mean she gets a free pass. I agree with that. I see what you're saying there. But I don't think she's getting a free pass because now I've been made aware of certain things she's said and done. So it's not necessarily getting a free pass. Like, now I'm aware. It's just don't support her. You know, if that's how you feel, just don't support her. But please, you guys, don't bully her. Let's see. Okay, Blondie, I feel like I missed something. Blondie said, no one wants to cancel her. YouTube is big enough. We're just talking, making sure people know who they are supporting. I totally understand that. And you have the voice, and this is, feel free to let everybody know, because I didn't even know some things. I feel like a long time ago, I saw a thumbnail or something on Yo Mama's channel, but like, I wasn't going to watch it. So like, maybe now something's clicking in my brain where I'm like, wait, something was brought up before. I feel like there was a thumbnail where it like, but that was so long ago. Exactly. If you don't support someone's views. Okay. I just read that. Azalea said, I subbed to her for a couple weeks and found her annoying, so I unsubbed. Easy. There you go. FW said, no one gets a pass. Just no reason to pick on random people. We have bigger fish. Exactly. We have bigger fish to fry right now. Okay, you're in charge of carpool and it's brutal. I can only imagine. Let's see. Blondie said, sure, Lucifer. It's all good. I'm sad I lost my wrench, but she gets what she gets. LMAO, she trusts so many. Who are you talking about, Blondie? I'm confused. Who are you talking about? Blondie, I watched Val last. Oh, Val. Oh my gosh, that whole thing is insane. Okay, then we got to get into the notes. I want to say this really fast. Val used to come in here. I used to like pop into her channel every once in a while because it's like crazy. She has a lot to say and it's not really a dull moment, but I never stayed long enough to see like the daughter stuff or something. It was always like yapping about Jay. And I thought she was nice enough. I just thought, oh, she likes to have a very chaotic life. And then I saw some of the stuff regarding her daughter and I had to just unsub and not talk to that person anymore just because I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about something. But I have been popping in just to check in and all that, like once in a while, and it's still going on about Jay. I just hope everything's okay. I don't know enough about the situation. I just hope everything's okay in that. Like, it's too confusing for me, and I don't know enough about what's happening with the whole daughter thing, so I don't know. I can't really get too into it, if that makes sense. Oh, Oz, it's hard to keep up. I'm like, what? What? Let's see, who's Val? Well, she was Enchanted Roses. I think she's Dark Roses now. And I mean, if you watch her, you don't need reality TV. You don't need reality TV. But it's kind of hard to watch too if you're a mom, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to like mom shame because I don't know what's going on with the situation. I don't know. It's a bit concerning, but I don't know. It's just, it could be kind of hard to watch because you just have to see. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't want to like say anything because I don't know enough about the situation. So I'm trying to like tread very, very, very lightly. You were modded on 4 different accounts yesterday. I saw Music Biz Marty is a mod. I saw she was getting mad at Frank too. Blondie said, I tried to be there to be supportive, but she allows people to use her. It's sad. She seems very easily tricked, fooled, manipulated. Yeah, she's not, I just don't know what to think about the situation. That's all I have to say. And I don't want to say anything too much because I know how it feels when people talk about me as a mom or have an opinion and they don't know my life. So I'm trying to tread really lightly. I just don't know enough info, but it makes me uncomfortable sometimes, I guess I could say. But it also, when it's just her and there's no child talking in the background or saying what she says, she's entertaining. Enchanted Roses is entertaining. Like, I promise you, you don't need reality TV. You can cancel your cable TV, your subscriptions. Like, you won't need it. Oh my gosh, we've talked 36 minutes and I haven't even got into these 2-hour notes, you guys. Maybe we should chit chat for a minute and then go like refill our drinks or our coffee because this is going to be, I think, a really long live. I really think it is. So I hope you guys have the morning to spend with me. She pines over her ex-boyfriends. Blondie, I need to make you a mod again. I only took your wrench off because I didn't see you for a while. And so when I don't see people for like a long time, I just like, I don't know what to think. So I want to give you your wrench back because you were a mod for a long time. So I want you to know it was never anything like personal. It's just if I don't see anybody for like months, you know what I mean? I don't know. So that you are a mod again. Marty is a mod, not that that is hilarious. I know who she is. I thought it was funny. Marty's a mod. When I popped in I think it was yesterday, I popped in for a second because literally everybody was talking about it. So I popped in for 2 seconds and I saw him chatting and he was like, of course it's Jay. And he's like, I don't know. He just fits right in wherever he goes. He just hops right in. Cliff notes someone, ha, ha, ha. Where do we start? It's afternoon here, loads of time available. Okay, so let's talk for like 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna go take the dogs to pee and refill my drink. I'm probably just gonna grab another soda because I really need caffeine right now. So Blondie has a wrench again. Yes. Well, I thought she was talking about me for a second when she was like, she took my wrench. That's why I was like, Blondie, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Hey, just me. I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, sounds good. I'm sending you tons of love back. Thank you so much, you guys. That would be Marty times someone else for what's unacceptable behavior. Nikki says, I got my very first blue wrench, but then the person went away for a while. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it either because I don't think I'm a mod on one other channel, but like I never use it. So I think you could just time people out, block them. That's pretty much what you could do. So it's pretty easy to use. I think you just click on the name, right? You guys click on the comment. Jay, this needs to stop. Oh my gosh. So that's not really Jay, right? I heard one part too where he was like, Jay wrote, I want to start a family with you. And then she's like, I want that too, Jay. Like, how is she going to have time to start a family? She's always screaming online. How is that going to work? I wish I would probably watch more if she didn't have her daughter on. I can't like, maybe I'm overly protective or something, but like for the most part, I'll only go live if my daughter's like playing with her cousins at my sister's, if she's at an activity, if she's at her dad's, if she's on a bike ride with like my family, if she's out of the house. like, I don't know what it is, but like, I don't want my daughter to hear a lot of this stuff, like, at all. Like, I try and protect her in a lot of ways. I think this can be all too wild and everything. So like, maybe I'm just overly protective, but like, for the most part, like I said, I'll do lives and stuff like that where like she's out of the house for a while. And now she'll be back in school, so I have a lot more time to do this. But I don't know. I wish she would keep her daughter off. I will say that. I'm not mom shaming. I just wish she would. I'd probably watch if she didn't do all that. We are like gatekeepers for a beautiful breezy. Thanks, Vicky. Yeah, so you click on someone's comment if you don't like it, and then, well, not if you don't like it. I shouldn't say that. Like, be more responsible with your wrench. If they're being rude to the creator and you ask them to stop and they continue, like, you can give a warning. Like, a lot of times it's cool to just give a warning. But if it's absolutely vile, you delete the comment. But it depends on the creator. It depends on the creator. Like, my mods in here kind of just know what I put up with and what like I tolerate, and it's just, I don't know, I think they just, I have the best mods, like they just know. But for the most part, I guess if you're a new mod and you're just learning, like, try and give a warning. If it happens again and it's absolutely vile, block, delete, like, use your discretion. That's how it is over here. And like, I trust my mods, so I know it doesn't really happen very often where somebody gets blocked that I don't want to. Like, there's been a couple mistakes lately, but it's been glitches. It's not because of my mods. Like, weird random things are like, people are being, it's just like people I would never block are getting blocked, and I know my mods aren't doing that. So there's a weird glitch, but I hope that explains anything. Is it like a drop down menu that pops up? Okay, let me click on your name. So you click on the name. It says your options are, well, for me anyways, if you're a mod, I'm assuming this is for everybody. You can go to channel, report, remove, put user in timeout, which is always a good one to use. Put the user in timeout, that's always a good one. Hide user on this channel. So there's options. You literally just click on the comment once, and then you have those options. So it's kind of cool. I think you'll be an amazing mod. That's YouTube being nannies. Yeah, you're going to need 2 warnings, Tom. I don't think we've ever warned you over here at all. You're funny. Sue says, "Oh, I'm trying to listen while sending emails. Haha, we keep up with things as much as we can." Yeah, seriously. Blondie says, "Exactly, Sachi. I need to make another pot of coffee." All right, let's take a 2-minute break. I'm going to put some of that cheesy music on that YouTube StreamYards gives us. Let me see if I can find it. But let's go refill our drinks. I'm going to take the dogs to the bathroom really fast because, like I said, this is going to be a long one. I literally took notes for 2 hours, so it's not like this is going to be really short. And then I think later this afternoon, before the evening, I'll go live again and cover if Foodie Beauty does anything. How's this music? Let's see. Okay. Feeding the ducks? Let's try feeding the ducks. Oh, okay. We're feeding the ducks. All right, you guys, I will be right back. A few minutes, okay? Go get your coffee, go get your water, your snacks, take your dogs out. I will see you in a couple minutes, okay? Yeah, Gina, we're starting notes as soon as I come back. Okay, well, that was pointless because nobody peed. We went out back and they both just sat down and looked at me and acted cute. So I was like, this is your golden opportunity. Like, this is the time to go. And nobody went. But anyway, Tom, I heard the music makes you want to pee. Well, like, thank God you have to because my dogs wouldn't. Sheesh. Have you tried our internet? Oh my gosh, it does sound like hold music, huh? Yeah, the options aren't really that great, but I guess at least we had some music. Hi, Kiki. Good to see you. I will look for your email later, by the way. Missy Moo is cray cray. She is batshit crazy. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. All right, let's get into these notes, you guys. So for a few minutes, you peed. Well, at least you did. Nobody else did around here. They literally just looked at me. That's it. Excuse me, I peed. Okay, well, again, at least somebody did. Typical kids. I know. They had every opportunity, Nope. So I guess they're gonna have to wait for a little bit. Normal dog behavior. I know. They will have to go out the most inopportune times when, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the time, but like, okay, you love them, you take them out. But the time where I'm like, here you go. Have 5 minutes, pee to your heart's desire, and then we got to go back inside for a while. Nobody does anything. Nothing. Not even a sniff around. They literally just sat down and looked at me. Thank you. Hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Breezy, what 3-minute song would you like Missy to dance to? I don't know. I have to think of that. Probably some kind of song about being a loser or pathetic. I'm a loser, baby. So yeah, that song. I would like her to dance to Beck. That's what I would like. Play the music. I think I will. Next time we'll just take the laptop out with me. It'll make everybody go. Dogs wanted to chill in the sun. Yeah, my dogs love to lay out, especially Chachi, the little one. It doesn't matter how hot it is. She wants to be on that cement, and then she lays down and stretches out. She's so darn cute. You're taking your bathroom break now. Well, enjoy, Sue. Hope everything goes smoothly. Blondie said, maybe Mary, but when he talked to Marty, he seemed truly hurt, but maybe Dee Dee surprised me too. Huh. Okay. Oh, really, Miss Powers? Won't even go out in the rain? Oh my gosh. How cute. Yes, Beck. Oz said, I want Missy Moo to dance to the police. Yes, I'll be watching you. That'd be cool. I'm so happy I get to have some fun before my crappy meeting at 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, good luck at your meeting. I'm a teenage dirtbag. That's a good song. Oh, really, Missy May? Yeah, I think it's a Chihuahua thing. Just like in the summer, she still wants like 500 blankets on her. She is a blanket dog. So, okay, let's get into these notes, you guys. I'm not going to be looking at the chat for a little bit, so I'm sorry. You got your snacks, cat, and knitting breezy notes. Recap time. All right, have a good time. All right, so Sunday night stream. I said update Marty Moo channel gone and her backup is scrubbed clean. Titled Possible Man-to-Man Conversation with Missy Moo's husband addressing the claims that I'm a dog hitman. I said I'm watching on replay, but I already got the warning. The Moos are full of shit. Just a heads up. I said don't get too upset about anything, okay? Because if you're just tuning in and you hear certain things, you're going to be worried. There's no reason at all for you to be worried. I said, let's begin. So we start with Missy Moo, where she claims Missy Moo's video, where she claims people are trying to hurt her dogs. She claims Marty is offering people Cash App to hurt her animals. So basically she's saying Marty put a bounty on her dog. She said she got a Cash App, a message that he was going to Cash App anybody who can give him the head of her dog. Literally, that's the stuff she was claiming. Again, batshit crazy. I said, BS, she is such a bad actress. She also says in this video, someone set a bag of bacon strips on her porch and said, here, doggy, doggy. Now we are listening to Who Let the Dogs Out? Yeah, I was loving that part. I said, we start. Marty says he absolutely loves animals, and this dog claim is absolutely insane. Like the $5 for the head of the dog is absurd. He saw her videos and says she's absolutely insane. He says a few hours ago he started getting a slew of calls, 5, 6, 7 calls from Missy Moo's number, and Jamie got a few calls too and a text from Mr. Moo, wanting to have a man-to-man conversation, which Marty is very interested in. He doesn't want to be insulting to him. He can only imagine what Mr. Moo has to go through on a day-to-day basis. Okay, Chachi, can you lick yourself a little bit more quietly because you're like right next to me and the lick, lick, lick is, oh my gosh. Here, Chach, look. Come here. Okay, thank you. Sorry. All right, so he doesn't want to be insulting to him. He can only imagine what Mr. Moo has to go through on a day-to-day basis with her. Chachi, seriously. Okay. He's willing to give the conversation to him. Marty says this has gotten pretty far. Marty said double city processing took a pretty big hit last night. So anyway, Mr. Moo did a series of calls. Marty said he told Mr. Moo he would only be willing to have this conversation publicly. Marty says Mr. Moo seems like a pretty good guy and he hopes he is getting her help. Chat is telling Marty about Cyrax crying. He wasn't, by the way. And he said he's just really only interested in talking to Mr. Moo at this point. Chat points out Missy Moo recorded her call with the cops, but she didn't record that supposed call with Marty, because she was saying Marty was harassing her too, and saying that he was going to expose all of Girl World and basically burn us all to the ground. So a side note, you know how she said she got hacked? On that account, she was telling us that Marty will be uploading to that account, doxing everybody, sharing everybody's personal info, and yada, yada, yada. So chat was pointing out, and it's a really good, look at it this way. Missy Moo recorded her, I'm a processor, you better help me call with the police. But she didn't record any calls with Marty threatening to burn Girl World to the ground and expose us all. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I said, exactly. I guess Mr. Moo told Marty he wanted to have a private chat offline first, but Marty said that isn't something he can do at this time. He said, take it or leave it. Marty says again he doesn't like false promises. He doesn't like his time being wasted. And he can tell you man to man, just suck it up. Say what you got to say. If you make a heartfelt apology on her behalf, he might be willing to accept it. He can't imagine having to deal with her on a day in, day out with all this nonsense. He is quite the celebrity, right, Nikki? Okay. So basically in the beginning part, he's like saying how he really feels for Mr. Moo, you know, as we're all probably thinking, like, it must be absolute hell trying to deal with her, right? Absolute hell. He says he isn't going to get any better by not having this conversation with him. Marty mentions her family is involved in the church and they shouldn't have to deal with any of this stuff. So he says, be a man, state your side, and he will state his side. We are going to give him a call. It goes to voicemail. I said, oh, here we go. Mr. Moo asks, is this Marty? So that's basically how he talks the whole time, like timid, shaky. He sounded like shit, basically. But I also, now that I know he would lie for his wife about stupid things, it also could be fake. Just how Missy Moo can hyperventilate on the snap of a finger. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I really don't know what to believe about Mr. Moo, but I don't have a very good opinion on him. So he asked, is this Marty? Hi, I just wanted to see if we can try to rectify the whole situation. Marty says, sure. Mr. Moo says, Marty, just so you're aware, Missy Moo is not here. She was rushed to the hospital today with some health issues. So I'm not sure what's going on or whatever. From what we have been told, he says, something may or may not have posted something to your Discord. They have used our picture. Marty says, yeah, so the only thing I know is your wife posted my face on her channel and said that I hacked her. Mr. Moo says, everything's been taken down. Everything's been taken down. She's no longer on YouTube. It's all a ploy. Exactly. Exactly, Sachibel, that's my issue. Who goes balls to the wall for something that does not exist? Exactly. Those nudes are out there. Tried to make him feel bad. Exactly. And for like a second, I may have bought the whole, I'm just trying to get her help. But for, he's full of shit. We have to remember this guy was friends with Salah and Chantal. So he's probably not that nice as he's trying to make himself out to be. So he says, everything's been taken down. She's no longer on YouTube. Marty says, I think that's a step in the right direction. Mr. Moo says, exactly. Now, whatever you do with Chantal or whatever, that's your business. I don't want anything to do with it. I will let you know that we have absolutely nothing to do with Chantal anymore. Marty says, well, yeah, she is the one saying that she does, strangely. Mr. Moo says, no, she might have said it, but I promise you that she has nothing to do with Chantal. And then he says, so now, oh, this is the part. So he says, now, I'm not sure if you're aware. I'm not sure if there's something you have seen. Do you have somebody in your family named Ray Bigler? Marty says, I do not. Mr. Moo says somebody offered to kill their dogs in honor of this person. Marty says, I can tell you that I don't know a Ray Bigler. Marty says, I can tell you I'm an animal lover and I would never support that. Mr. Moo says, you know the internet these days, you know how easy it is to copy stuff and steal it from people. And then I wrote, dude, has this guy been crying? Why does he sound like this? Marty says, so yeah, I'm not a dog hitman and I don't know of any dog hitmen. Mr. Moo says, I believe you, but you may want to look into that. Marty says, I will take your word for it. So Marty asks, so what do you think of your wife's antics on the internet? Has it ever reached a head like this before? Mr. Moo says, no. She was told by a YouTube friend named Golden Girl that someone threatened to dox her. So some of these things have maybe said to protect her friend. Wait, what? Marty says, okay, I don't know if you know this or not, but your wife has doxed a lot of people. He said that she hasn't. So Mr. Moo says that she hasn't. Marty says she has. Mr. Moo says, again, anyone can steal or hack or get information easily. Marty says, sir, you may not want to acknowledge it, but I'm telling you the truth. Mr. Moo says she doesn't say anything or have anything to do with Foodie. Marty says he can confirm she doxed a kid's school, an elderly lady with MS, and she likes this stuff. He asks, would you agree with that? Mr. Moo says, if this has happened, I haven't seen it. He said, maybe it's someone pretending to be her, maybe not. So that's annoying too. So Mr. Moo's really trying to take any accountability off of his wife. So he's basically telling Marty that it's probably somebody pretending to be Missy Moo who's doxing people. He said, maybe it's someone pretending to be her, maybe not. He doesn't know for sure. He said, okay, she's taken responsibility for doxing someone's job before. Marty said he can confirm it. Oh, wait, hold on. No, wait, this is for Marty. He said, okay, she's taken responsibility for doxing someone's job before. Marty says he can confirm that. He can confirm Missy Moo took responsibility for doxing someone's job. He can. All of us can. No, I don't think it's a real business, Steffi. I don't think so. Mr. Moo was all up in Gore World. Exactly. He knew everything that was going on. He was often on camera when Missy Moo was talking shit or in the background. He reads comments for her. This guy is not innocent. This guy is not innocent. He's scared of Marty pretty much, and he's a liar. For a second, I felt bad. I was like, well, maybe he's really... No. This guy knows what he's doing. He's married to Missy Moo. Come on. He's married to Missy Moo. So let's see. Marty says he can confirm that Missy Moo took responsibility for doxing someone's job. Mr. Moo says, as I said, we have taken down her YouTube stuff. Marty asks, so you're speaking on her phone, right? This is where it gets good, you guys. I'm going to repeat this again. Mr. Moo says, hold on. So Marty asks, so you're speaking on her phone, right? Mr. Moo says, yes. Marty asks, so she went to the hospital without her cell phone? He says, yeah, because she wasn't concerned about having it. Marty asks, you aren't concerned about getting a hold of her? That sounds a little strange to me. Mr. Moo says, no, she went with a family friend. Marty asks, without her phone? Mr. Moo says, a family friend's with her. Marty says, call me an overly suspicious guy, but like if my wife went to a hospital, I would want a way to get in touch with her. Mr. Moo says, that's why a family friend went with her. He said, so I want to talk to you. And this is where Mr. Moo says, I felt like there was no need to give out my personal number. And he says again, if anybody wants to talk to her, he can just call her friend's phone. Marty says, was it a physical or mental health issue? Mr. Moo says, I have no idea what the issue is. And then I put, what? Mr. Moo talks about how the wait time at their hospitals are atrocious. It could be 2 hours. It could be all afternoon. He gives a whole thing. Like, that's pretty much how LA is. Actually, it could be a few hours sometimes, like if you get lucky, or you could be there the whole damn day and night. There's like not really a good in between. There's no like you're there 3 hours. It's like you're either there for a few hours or you're there all day and all night. And you're lucky if you go home in the morning sometimes. Like hospitals around here are crazy. So he talks about how the wait time at their hospitals are atrocious. And then Marty asks, so how did you find out she was hospitalized? Mr. Moo says, I was here. So like, what were her symptoms? What was she complaining of? Did an ambulance come and take her away? Mr. Moo says, that's not something I'm willing to disclose. I know you're curious, but Marty says, yeah, I just don't like being lied to. It sounds a little fishy. Mr. Moo says, well, that's your opinion. Marty asks again, was it a mental or physical issue? Mr. Moo cuts him off, but the thing is, why is it important to you, though? Mr. Moo asks, if something happened to somebody you cared about, now it's not my business what happened. Mr. Moo says, I'm not trying to be mean to you or anything. Marty says, no, you've been pleasant and cordial and nothing but friendly to me, but the thing with the phone, and then he asks about what the symptoms are again. Mr. Moo doesn't know what her symptoms are because she hasn't been seen yet. That's a crock of BS. He doesn't know what her symptoms are because she hasn't been seen yet. So his wife just said, so Missy Moo just came to him and said, I need an ambulance. I need to be rushed to the hospital. And he didn't ask for what. He just said, okay. And then so when he called 911 for an ambulance and they said, what is she, like, what's going on with her? I don't know because she hasn't been seen yet. Is that what he told dispatch? It doesn't make sense. So Marty says it seems like Missy Moo's behavior is becoming more and more erratic. Would you agree with that? He asked. Mr. Moo says, again, this is a private matter. I would rather not disclose that. He says, again, we have removed her from YouTube and we're going to focus on our family. Mr. Moo says that he wanted to talk to man to get things cleared up. He says, I have no ill feelings towards you. And Marty says, I would have ill feelings if I were you. Mr. Moo says, I know what you did. Am I upset and angry about it? Absolutely. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. He says, it's your YouTube. You're going to do what you want to do, right? Marty says, yep. Let me look at the chat for a minute. The voice of Mr. Moo is tempting me. It's the best way I can describe it. If your wife is going to the hospital, you would too. That's another thing. I'm not married, so I'll use my sister and my brother-in-law, for example, or, my mom and dad, whatever. If one of them goes to the hospital, they both go. Or, since they have kids, what they'll do is the ambulance goes, and then one will follow the ambulance in the car with the kids. There's no ask. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you not ask your wife what the symptoms are? Why would you send her off in an ambulance? And ambulances, I don't know if it's different in Canada, but in LA, can take you to any old hospital. Whatever hospital can accept you at the ER right now. So he has no clue where his wife's going to end up. She has no phone, doesn't know if she's having a heart attack or a mental breakdown, but hey, it's all good. She just went, and I guess if I need to get in contact with her, I could. This whole thing is stupid. It doesn't make sense. Hey, Ghost. It doesn't make sense at all. Sorry, I took a sip of my drink. But I'm not soft to Foodie or Miss Simu. Same, Chili. I'm not soft to them either. I don't like them. Heather said, no way, my husband would be by my side. Exactly. I love this story. Demir said, hi, by the way. Yeah, you follow the ambulance with family. Exactly. I went to the hospital and my boyfriend, who doesn't live with me, was texting me the entire time. Yeah, you usually know more details. If somebody that I was with said, hey, something's going on, I need you to call an ambulance, I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's for? As I'm dialing 911. Because when you call an ambulance, you have to tell them what's going on. Like, they're not going to just say, okay, we'll come, and then it turns out you have a hangnail. Like, they need information. So she's probably sitting there coaching and wording things. See, this is what I pictured in my head. I pictured Marty asking questions and Missy Moo sitting right next to him, writing it out on a piece of paper, and Mr. Moo reading what she wrote. That's exactly how I pictured it going down. Okay, back to the notes, you guys. So he says, it's your YouTube, right? You're going to do what you want to do, right? Marty says, yep. Marty says, so there is this thing called a CAD number. I think that's what he called it. And you can get police reports and listen to a scanner. Now, I got to tell you, if this is all a lie, it's going to get worse, like significantly worse. And if your wife is putting you up with it or putting you up to this, as I suspect, then that's on her. He tells Mr. Moo she is bringing all of this into his family. He says, again, you're willing to, this is what Mr. Moo says, again, you're willing to go to the length to find all that out. Marty says, I don't like being lied to personally. Mr. Moo says, I'm just asking you, Marty. Marty says, I'm not going to do it, but other people will. That's just how it works. Oh, no. I read the wrong voice, you guys. Okay, sorry. No, I got to start over. I take this very seriously. So Mr. Moo's complaining about the lengths that Marty will go to find things out. Marty says, I don't like being lied to personally. Mr. Moo says, I'm just asking you, but then Marty cuts him off and he says, I'm not going to do it, but other people will. That's just how it works. So Mr. Moo says, you can't stop anyone from doing what they're doing. Marty asks, can you stop your wife from doing what she's doing? Marty says, you probably should have a long time ago. Mr. Moo says, I took down the YouTube for a reason. My focus is on my family. Marty says, it's the right thing to do, but too bad she didn't focus on that with her shenanigans. Mr. Moo says, I understand that. Mr. Moo is asking him to remove the video now. They really want that video down, you guys, by the way. They really want the live stream down where all of her info came out. I have no sympathy for her either. Okay, so Marty says, if you can confirm she is actually in the hospital, I will take all content down of her, provided she stays off the internet and focuses on her family like she should have been doing. Mr. Moo tells us again, we removed all her content. Marty says, so I'm seeing that her channel is still up. Marty tells him about her backup channel in case he wasn't aware she had it. Mr. Moo says if she isn't taking it down, he doesn't know. It seems like he doesn't know a lot of things. Marty tells him about her keeping it crochet channel that's still up. And then Marty says, so I don't even know how to approach this, but do you know who Nadder is? Mr. Moo says, I do. Mr. Moo asks, hold on a minute. So you said it was called Keeping It Crochet, correct? Mr. Moo says he doesn't see the channel up. He said it just might not have been taken down yet. Which, by the way, that's not how it works, you guys. Like, you don't put in a request to take your channel down. There's no you delete it and it's still up for like however many days. Like, if you just delete your channel, you delete your channel. That's it. You don't have to ask YouTube to remove it. Terrible. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for keeping up with this soap opera so I can get just the highlights. You are awesome. I'm so happy to help. I'm having fun doing this, and I'm glad you guys are liking it too. Thank you so much for the super chat. I got a super chat. I got a super chat. Terrible sent me a super chat. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're having an amazing day, Terrible, and I hope you're enjoying the notes. Okay, so Mr. Moo says that he doesn't see the channel still up. He said it just may have not been taken down yet. Marty is checking if it's there, and guess what? It is. Who is surprised here? Mr. Moo is still insisting YouTube just hasn't taken the channel down yet. Marty says it's entirely possible she is doing these things behind your back. She seems to have a life on here that you're not really aware of. And he asks, so what do you know about her interactions with Nadder? Mr. Moo says, 1 second, please. So you guys are going to notice this is a common theme. Every time Marty asks about Nadder, Mr. Moo puts us on hold. Every single time. So if you haven't noticed it's happened like once or twice already yet, it's happened. And it happens a few more times. Anytime Marty brings up Nadder, there's a change of subject. We're put on hold. So yeah, I think Marty was really respectful to Mr. Moo. He was really nice to him. He was really nice to him. And he didn't have to be, but he was really nice to him. Let's see. Oh, hey, Tony, good to see you. Okay, let's go back to the notes. So Marty says, she seems to have a life on here that you're not really aware of. And he asks, so what do you know about her interactions with Nadder? Mr. Moo says, 1 second, please. Let's see. He says, I'm still trying to find this channel. And I said, it seems like he's stalling for some reason or changing the subject on purpose. Mr. Moo is now asking what Marty typed into his browser. Marty gives the channel name again, including the @ this time, because Mr. Moo says he isn't tech savvy. Mr. Moo says, that's not my dog. That's a cartoon. Marty says, right. I'm aware you have a living, breathing dog. Like, it's not a cartoon dog. Mr. Moo says, well, nothing's going to be put on there. Marty says, okay, I can tell you this, but the last call of a report to that address was on 8/11. And it was for a welfare check, not a call for your address since then. Mr. Moo says, yeah, but you were the one who made that call. Marty says, I'm aware of that. I'm being honest with you. I wish you would be honest with me. Marty says, I'm being honest with you. Why are you lying to me? Do you think that's going to make anything better? There was no report of an ambulance picking her up from there. Mr. Moo says, okay. Marty says, so what are you trying to accomplish here? Long dramatic pause. Literally, it's still quiet, not a word. Marty says, hello? Mr. Moo says, I'm still here. Marty says, yeah, so do you think lying to me and making up this hospital trip is going to make anything better? Mr. Moo says, no, I agree. You're correct. Marty says, okay, so why don't you just be done with me and tell me, why don't you just be honest with me and tell me that she put you up to this and this is just another one of her bizarre games. He explains that he is trying to give the family any out there. He literally is. He's giving them like every opportunity to tell the truth and they still won't just admit they're lying. Like, it's insane. Marty says, she's there. I know she is there. Marty tells Mr. Moo he feels sorry for him. He asks Mr. Moo, why are you doing this? Mr. Moo says, I'm trying to protect my wife. Marty says, that's a noble cause, but you should get her off the internet. Mr. Moo says again, her Missy Moo channel she used is done. Marty says, Missy Moo lied about this health scare to preserve her image. Marty asks, Is she there right now? Can I speak with her really quickly? Because I know she is. Mr. Moo says, I'm just trying to get this problem rectified. Marty says, you're lying to me, though, Mr. Moo. Marty says, I don't understand if you're scared of her or what. Mr. Moo says, again, that he's trying to protect his wife and his family. Marty says continuing to engage is not going to do his family any favors. Marty asks about what Mr. Moo's awareness of her doxing people is. He says, be honest. Mr. Moo swears that he doesn't know. He says he didn't even know what sock accounts were until recently. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Hey, everybody. If you're just coming in, Chili said, I think Marty was a gentleman today with Mr. Moo. I wouldn't want to mess with him, but he's a nice guy. Shh, don't tell people. You can tell he's very nice. He just doesn't like people who do effed up things on the internet. And you kind of have to separate the two things. Like, it's hard to explain, but like if you separate the trolling and how far he can go sometimes, you separate that from actually the kind things you see him doing and how nice he was being to Mr. Moo and stuff like that, you could tell he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He just finds all that trolling stuff entertainment. Don't tell anybody I said that either. And again, I don't agree with a lot of things sometimes. Actually, I've been agreeing with things lately, especially with Missy Moo. But I may not condone some things sometimes, but I definitely don't condemn it. And I'm just here to watch. I'm just here to watch. And especially this live stream, I couldn't tell you guys. Again, I can't explain it. But I hope PI felt this way too, almost vindicated. It was just, once we get to a certain point, you'll see why. Like, I almost cried at one point. I was so damn happy. Like, I thanked Marty in my head, even said it out loud. Like, I was just really grateful for a moment that's going to come up. Her channel is still up. Yeah, so it's wiped clean though still, right? Breezy, you're live in my car. Hey, cool. What kind of music are we listening to later? I really feel like Sublime. Can we play some Sublime? And I need a Diet Coke. Can we go through the McDonald's drive-thru because they have the best Diet Coke? Chili said, love it, Blondie, my favorite. Every hashtag Jordan. Yeah, Ray, he was giving him plenty of chances. All right, hold on. Let me use my vape for a second. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we read that part. Marty asked about Mr. Moo's awareness of her doxing people. He says, be honest. Mr. Moo swears he didn't know. He said he didn't even know what sock accounts were until very recently. Marty says, so you were lying to me before, but you're being honest with me now? Mr. Moo says, exactly. Marty laughs, okay, wow. And then more wows after that. Marty asks, so is she a process server? Mr. Moo says, she is not. She was hoping to throw you off. Marty says, so is it her brother, her cousin, or something, right? Mr. Moo says, it's somebody that we know. Marty basically asks if that's how she's obtaining her information on everyone. Mr. Moo says people are probably giving her the info. He has no idea. He doesn't know, he says. Maybe it's someone in Chantal's circle, he tries to say. Marty says, well, Chantal has been able to get a lot of information, and it's well known that it came from your wife. So he asks again, how was Missy Moo able to do that? Mr. Moo asks, what do you mean? Marty explains how Missy Moo and Chantal have acknowledged and admitted that Missy Moo was sending Chantal info. And he's just wondering how that happens. Mr. Moo says, as far as I know, my wife only gave a photo of Anne's daughter to Chantal. Marty asks, how would you feel if someone targeted your children? Best part, one of the best parts ever. I'm so glad he asked that. Doesn't feel good, right, Mr. Moo? Yeah, your wife has done it to plenty of people. It sucks, right? Even though nobody's actually targeting your children. You realize that? Your wife targeted children? Just wanted to put that out there. So Marty asked, how would you feel if someone targeted your children? Boom. I said, this is my notes. I said, you guys, I can burst out in a song and dance right now. I literally feel tears coming. How would you feel, Mr. Moo? Marty says he doesn't approve of all that happening, and Mr. Moo says, well, it's being taken care of, and she has made apology videos. He said, I can't force anyone to accept an apology. F you. For one thing, you don't make an apology video. And for one thing, your wife telling me to show it to my daughter was wildly inappropriate. And you don't make an apology video admitting she didn't admit everything, but admitting she's acted like a fucked up, batshit crazy woman, excuse my language, and then go back to the same behavior 7 days later. F her apology, she can shove it up her ass. I don't want to hear that. Oh, she made an apology. Yeah, 7 days later, she went back to the same crap. F you, Mr. Moo, and F your wife. Seriously. So let's see. So, Marty says he doesn't approve all that's happening at all. Mr. Moo says, well, it's being taken care of, and she's made apology videos. He said, I can't force anyone to accept an apology. In my notes, I literally put, you guys, F off Mr. Moo. F off. Marty asked Mr. Moo if she is above apologizing. So he says, so is she above apologizing to me for lying and everything she has done? Mr. Moo says, maybe at another time. She's dealing with some stuff right now. Marty says, give me a hint as far as what that means. Mr. Moo says, she's just going through some things right now, and she's trying to focus on her health. Marty says, Mr. Moo asked if Marty would be okay with a brief apology video, and Marty says, no, I'd rather her make a proper apology. And he will apologize for involving Mr. Moo. Marty asks, is she incapable of doing that, an apology? Mr. Moo says, again, that she's going through things. Who the F cares? Nobody cares. Marty asks, such as? Mr. Moo says, she is going through some mental things right now because of her address being doxxed. That's not why she's going through some mental things right now, Mr. Moo. You have literally neglected your wife if you can't notice that she's been off the rails for a long time. She's not going through mental things because her address is being doxxed. And I guess if she is, oh well at this point, because she played a part in doxing so many people. But that's not why she's going through mental health stuff. She's going through mental health stuff because her nudes are about to come out. Apparently she wears purple lingerie, you guys. Apparently. Oh, is it gone now, Shan? I know, it takes no accountability. Like, F off, Missy Moo. F off, Mr. Moo. Like, stay offline. I literally screamed, tough shit. I literally did. So as soon as he's like, oh, she's going through some mental health stuff right now since her address has been doxxed. Like, F off. F off. And I literally screamed, tough shit. I said, oh my gosh, Michaela, thank you so much. I hear you're getting a fancy coffee today. Here's a little something for an upgrade for you and Breezy Jr. Michaela, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Breezy Jr. deserves a big treat. So I'm going to give that super chat to her. Thank you so much. I got a super chat. Actually, I didn't. Breezy Jr. got a super chat. She got a super chat. Breezy Jr. got her super chat from Michaela. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michaela. I hope you're having an awesome day. So I literally screamed tough shit. Look at what she's done to everybody else. I said, again, F off, Muzu. I was mad. Mr. Moo says, someone said Marty was asking for pictures of his 14-year-old daughter. Marty says, no. So that never happened, you guys. This is how sick and effed up Missy Moo is. She lied to her husband and said that Marty was asking for pictures of her 14-year-old daughter. That never happened. That never happened. Hi, Sugar and Spice. Hi. She certainly deserves a treat on the Breezy Bunch. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michaela. Okay, so let's see. Marty says no. Mr. Moo says people could have done that to try and make Marty look bad. Marty says no. And you guys should unplug the internet. Mr. Moo says him and Salah talked. Marty asked what that consisted of. Mr. Moo says that they were respectful to each other and talked about gaming. And apparently he talked to Mr. Moo about things Chantal did that upset him. Marty asked, such as? Mr. Moo said just the way she was behaving. But he hasn't spoke to Salah since the car accident. With the car accident, the cat incident. I know. Sorry, you guys. I type really fast as I'm doing this. So not the car accident, the cat incident. So he says he hasn't talked to Salah since the cat incident. And he said that he blocked Salah everywhere. Yeah. You're so welcome. Oh, thank you again. Okay, so Mr. Moo says that he blocked him. Marty says, it's fair to say that Missy Moo does conceal things from you. And you aren't fully aware of all her actions online, right? Marty says, or Mr. Moo says, I guess so. I don't monitor what she does. Like, do spouses monitor each other's online activity? So he goes into whole trusting your spouse. Marty says, it's funny that you said that. Do you know about her interactions with Nadder? He asks, "What do you mean? She doesn't like the guy." Marty asks if he has ever seen Missy Moo wearing any purple lingerie. Mr. Moo says, "She doesn't have any purple lingerie." Marty says, "There's something that I kind of think you need to see, and I don't know how that will be received. I'm not sure if she's ever been unfaithful in her past, but she's been more than a little friendly with Nadder." He tells Mr. Moo that she did send Nadder some images. It's getting really good, you guys. Cat incident. So I guess when FFG rescued BBJ and we found out how severely Foodie neglected her cats. So I think that's the cat incident. Purple lingerie. She should dance to something by Prince in her purple lingerie. That's what it should be. Poor Prince, though. Do we really want to do that to him? It's his purple lingerie. Plot twist. Plot twist. He's like, she doesn't have any, but I do. Oh, hold on. I need to take a hit on my vape. I think so too, Nicole. Okay, so we go on. Mr. Moo asks, "Do you have these images?" Marty says, "I do." He asks Marty, "Would you mind sending me one?" He says, "Yeah, if you put your wife on the phone, I'd be more than happy to." Mr. Moo said, "Well, like I said, she's taking care of herself right now. But what is it that you would like to speak to her about?" Marty says, "I just want to get an apology." Long pause. He places us on hold again. Oh my God, she comes on the phone. She says, "Marty." He says, "Hi, Missy Moo. Sounds like you're doing a lot better." I start laughing. She cries, "I'm really sorry." I start laughing hysterically. I really did. Like, I want to make that my new ringtone. I really do. She cries, "I was just trying to protect a friend, but I'm sorry." And she does this like long dramatic wailing. Marty asks, "What is all this, Missy Moo? What is all this?" She cries, "I didn't want Chantal to go after my friend because she lives around here and she was threatening, so I'm sorry." And then she does all that. She said, "I wasn't aware you did this kind of stuff to people, so I'm sorry." He says, "You do the same kind of stuff, Missy Moo." She says, "No, I don't do this. I sent Chantal pictures, that's it. Just pictures from people's Facebook. That's completely 100% it." And she does more wailing and crying. She says, "My kids are here and I don't want them to hear me upset." And she wants to give the phone back to her husband. Marty says, "No, hang on one second here. Whose idea was it to come up with all this hospital stuff?" She goes, and does this crying. Mr. Moo comes back on saying she is trying to apologize to him. We're on hold again. Mr. Moo apologizes for the wait, says Missy Moo is upset and doesn't want the kids involved in this. Fuck off, Mr. Moo. Again, that you guys get breezy unfiltered today. You could go straight to hell. You don't want your kids involved with it? Well, neither did me. I didn't want my kids involved in this. My kids, sorry, whatever. PI didn't want her kid involved in this. And certainly didn't want her kids involved in this. Where was the same consideration? Where was the same consideration? So he apologizes, says Missy Moo is upset and doesn't want the kids involved in this. Marty says, "I don't want that either." Mr. Moo asks if Marty would accept his apology. He said Missy Moo knows she did bad things and has made apologies and that everything has been removed. So get this. He starts saying Missy Moo said she put in a request to take her YouTube channel down. And then Mr. Moo asks, "Is that how it works?" Marty says, "It's not. She lied again." Mr. Moo says, "I will keep an eye out and make sure she isn't posting anything about Girl World, but she still might post about crocheting because that's what she likes to do." Marty says, "I would discourage that." Marty says, "I'm willing to make a deal with you." Mr. Moo cuts him off, puts us on hold again. He comes back and apologizes. Marty says, "So I see another channel that's still up, the Missy Moo doll channel." Mr. Moo cuts him off and says, "That's not her at all." Marty says, "My bad." Mr. Moo lists all the reasons it's not Missy Moo, and unfortunately for that woman, now they have the same name. Missy Moo apologized to her apparently for something. Yeah, Mr. Moo, I didn't get this part. Mr. Moo said Missy Moo apologized to that big doll channel. I don't know if you guys have probably seen it. If you search in Missy Moo, there's like a channel where somebody's playing with dolls. And it has like quite a bit of subscribers. What, like, I could be wrong, but I thought it was like around 90,000. So he lists all the reasons that it's not her. Like he said, the person's arm is darker. I don't know. He said some other things. And then he said that Missy Moo has reached out and apologized to that woman for something. So he said that it was something that happened a long time ago. So whatever that means. Marty says it was definitely a misunderstanding on his part then. Marty says Missy Moo involving Anne's kids is not a level he will ever stoop to. Mr. Moo says nothing has been said to Anne or about Anne recently as far as he knows. He said Anne called Missy Moo the C word. And then I said, well, she is. That's literally what I said in my notes. He said, Anne called Missy Moo the C word. She is. And he says, Missy Moo has never swore about Anne. That part drives me absolutely insane. The way he said it in his weak little pathetic voice, how, well, she called my wife the C word, and Missy Moo hasn't even said a curse word about her, swore about her. F off. F off. So because she didn't curse at Anne, it's okay. She did worse to Anne. She was threatening Anne. She's done much worse. Much worse. Anne would probably have rather she cursed her out than did what she did. So he says that Missy Moo has never swore about Anne. And then I wrote in my notes, maybe she didn't swear, you egghead. She just harassed her instead. So let's continue. Marty says Missy said that Mr. Moo has a series of voicemails from Salah. So either Mr. Moo told Marty that or Missy Moo did, but he said that he said Missy said that Mr. Moo has a series of voicemails from Salah. Mr. Moo says they chatted on IG. He said they never had Salah or Chantal's number. So, okay, so if Missy Moo's lied about that, which she probably has, Mr. Moo said that he could be lying too. Who am I kidding? But he said that they've never had Chantal or Salah's number. All their interactions were through Instagram. I think I did, FW. I think I did. I must have wrote it in there. I did, because Mr. Moo says that it's somebody they know and that she's not a process server. Hey, Richard. Moo is a mess, but the channels are still up. Both are lying. Yeah, I think they're both lying too. For clarity, Keep It Crochet is still up on YouTube. Okay. So I don't know that she's going to take that down. She's probably still lurking on it. I don't trust her husband to keep an eye on her like he says he's going to do. I mean, as of just late last night, somebody's pretending to be me in Kaya's comment section with my full legal name and my child's photo. So I don't necessarily believe Missy Moo's gone. Isn't it odd she has to make an apology and she can't talk shit anymore from her channel? And now suddenly an account is my legal name, a photo of my daughter, and defending Kaya in her comment section. Yeah, so I don't believe she's gone. She's probably still lurking from her crochet account, but whatever, she can lurk. She just needs to keep her mouth shut, I guess. But according to Marty, he wants her offline completely, so maybe she shouldn't even lurk. For clarity is still up. Sorry, got the name. It's okay. We knew what you meant. We know what you meant, Rax. Yeah. I happened, I was up late doing these notes, and then I was kind of so happy. I was on a natural high after this happened. I don't know how to describe it. It felt good to hear Missy Moo cry. It did. It felt good to hear her have to say I'm sorry, because she's been so awful. So I was on this natural high. I was looking on YouTube, couldn't necessarily fall asleep quite yet. I see Kaya uploaded, I watched the video. It didn't change my mind. In fact, for everything he's done and how many victims he has, I find it kind of gross. It was only a 7-minute video and there still wasn't a story to be told. Do you know what I mean? We didn't learn anything new other than he's sorry all of a sudden now. All of a sudden he's sorry. But then a few minutes later, Kaya puts up this community post talking about how people are saying that it's scripted. It sounded like he was reading off a script. It did. But apparently she's going back and forth with her audience. You guys are saying it's scripted and it's not. And then I look in the comment section just to see who exactly is still supporting her, because I need to know. I want to know. I want to know, because I just want to know. So I'm looking through the comment section and I see my legal name and my daughter's picture going to bat for Kaya. So just FYI, that isn't me. I don't support Kaya. I never will. I never have. And that's that. If you do, that's on you, but I don't. No one slept last night. I think everybody was all like jazzed up after. You've got to think Chantel is angry and she likes sock accounts too. Yeah, it's just, I can almost tell the difference between foodies and Misty Moose sock accounts, like by their writing now, but it could be either or. It could be either or. I just found it very odd that she gets told she can't play on the internet anymore. She has to delete all her content. And then lo and behold, somebody again using my daughter to get back at me for whatever reason is in Kaya's section defending her. So I wish they didn't do that either because they put my legal name. So people are going to think that's me. But actually, if you guys know me, if anybody knows me well enough on here, I would not do that or put my child photo on here on my big channel. It's just, no, that's stupid. I would never do that. And it's gross. That BS account is at his mom to Brianna. Anyone know what Missy's kids' names are? I know the initials are MAC. That's all I know. Because everybody was typing it at one point. Yeah, agreed. Kaya is. I'm sorry to say it. I don't know how you could sleep next to somebody who hurts children. So I don't have any kind words to say about Kaya. I'm sorry. I just don't. So we should probably change that topic because it's not about Kaya. But I just wanted to say that if you see my name and my daughter's photo in Kaya's comment section, it's not me and I don't support her, never will. And if you would like to report it, that's on you. It's in her community post section on her recent post. Okay, so let's see. Let's get back to these notes, you guys. Once again, I slept through all this. Thanks so much for these recaps, Breezy. I'm happy to help. I really am. And they mentioned Sharon in that comment, Breezy. They are trying to drag you into it. Yeah, I know they are, but hopefully people are smart enough to see the difference. There's a few people arguing with the account right now, but whatever. They clearly didn't they clearly didn't look hard enough, but they're arguing with it. Missy Moo and Mr. Moo are weirdos. Yeah. Nikki said Kaya's story makes me physically ill. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much. It's just, ugh. Ugh. Marty said, okay, so Marty says Missy said that Mr. Moo has a series of voicemails from Salah. Mr. Moo says they chatted on IG. He said he has never had Salah's or Chantal's number. They only chatted through Instagram Messenger. Marty says an apology to everyone that she has hurt, posted to her Keeping It Crochet channel is definitely warranted. He said that would be more than fair. Mr. Moo said, she already apologized to a lot of people. Marty says he would like her to give a genuine, heartfelt apology to the community as a whole. Thank you, Marty. Seriously, thank you, Marty. He said hopefully she wouldn't leave anyone out. And then I put in my notes, thank you, Marty, again. Mr. Moo says, hopefully she will. I hated that part. So he says that she needs to, an apology is warranted. Hopefully she doesn't leave anybody out. Hopefully she doesn't. And then Mr. Moo says, hopefully she will. Marty says, hopefully. Mr. Moo says, again, how she posted apologies to her YouTube channel, but it's all deleted now. Mr. Moo asks, did you feel that her apology to you was heartfelt and sincere? Marty says, I feel like she just wanted to get off the phone because she's embarrassed. Mr. Moo says, okay, but wouldn't you have been though? Marty says, if I had made up being a process server and I was getting scolded like a child who stole too many cookies out of the cookie jar, yeah, I'd be embarrassed. Marty says he doesn't believe her apology. He just thinks it's manipulation, like this whole dog thing and hospital thing she pulled. He's not buying the BS. Mr. Moo says, okay, well, that's up to you then. I can't force you to accept the apology. Marty says he doesn't know that he accepts the apology, but no offense to Mr. Moo. Mr. Moo says, well, that's up to you then. Marty says, okay. Mr. Moo says he hopes that Marty accepts his apology and he is sorry for lying, but he's just trying to protect her. Marty says, I'm sorry you have to deal with all her shit. That's gotta be exhausting. Mr. Moo says, that's something I have to work on with her. Marty laughs and says he is gonna bite his tongue. Mr. Moo says he appreciates that. Marty says, I would definitely confiscate her devices after she accused me of threatening her dogs. Mr. Moo tries to say it was probably someone who just doesn't like Marty. Marty says, I will tell you this. I don't have any kids, but if I did and the woman I was with kept dragging and exposing them to this bullshit because of her bullshit, how do you justify that as a husband and a father is my question. Mr. Moo says, This is something that we're just going to have to deal with personally. Marty wishes him the best of luck. Mr. Moose says with his voice shaking and sounding rather timid, "Thank you." Then asks, "Are you going to be able to send me that picture?" Marty says, again, that was not a real apology. So Marty says, "You can't unring a bell. When you call someone a dog murderer or a dog hitman, like, I want to know what she's sorry for, and I don't feel that was satisfactory, truthfully." Mr. Moose says he gets where he is coming from. Marty asks, "When is she going to grow up?" Mr. Moose says, again, "This is something we're going to deal with as a family. It's not going to be put on the internet." Marty says that the way he plans on dealing with it, Marty says that the way he plans on dealing with it is making up a health scare and hospitalization. He asks Mr. Moose, "Is this really the best solution?" Mr. Moose says that he hasn't even begun to start yet, but he wants to help his wife and his family. Marty asks, "So man to man, do you drink at all?" He says, "Nope. Maybe once a year," he says. He shared about people who drink in his family, and it's just never become his thing. Drinking doesn't appeal to him. So he made it sound like his family has some drinkers, which I found odd because Missy Moo used to drag me for my addiction so much. It's so bizarre to me. Missy Moo used to do that, finds out there's drunks in her family. Chantal does that. Her dad apparently was a drunk. I don't know if he still is. So I just find that interesting. I found that very interesting. So Mr. Moo says drinking just doesn't appeal to him. Marty says, "I'd figure maybe you and I would have one together, but that's okay." Mr. Moo says that he doesn't even keep alcohol in his house. And then I literally put, this is in my notes, "But what about pills, Mr. Moo? Do you keep pills for Missy Moo in your house?" Yeah, I had to be petty. I said, "Missy's getting them somewhere." Anyway, Mr. Moo says he appreciates the gesture, though, but he doesn't drink because of what he's dealt with in his family. Marty says if he had to deal with Missy Moo all day long, he would drink too. He would. He said, "I couldn't do it, not even for a night." Mr. Moo says they have been together close to 20 years. Marty says, like, "Are you waiting till your oldest turns 18 to leave or what?" I mean, she made up a hospital scare. Marty tells him that he needs to grow a pair. He said, "It's a pathetic display of manhood, and I mean that constructively." Mr. Moo says, "That's fine. That's your opinion." Marty says, "That's the facts, man." He tells Mr. Moo he needs to put his foot down and make this stop. Mr. Moo says again, "That's your opinion, but I'm going to work really hard at making sure this doesn't happen again." And that his main focus is to work on my family. Marty says, "Good luck, man. I think you're going to need it with this one," and wishes him the best. Mr. Moo says, "I appreciate that." Marty says he can't stop anyone else from doing anything because you can't unring a bell with the dog assassin thing, and now people have formed a negative opinion on the internet about Missy Moo. Now, Mr. Moo said he saw a video of a person parked in front of their place. Marty said he saw that, but he did not orchestrate it. So he has no idea what that's even about. I don't think that really happened. I think Missy Moo probably, you know how she kept saying that she would cash at people that would help her? Maybe she had somebody drive by. I don't know, but isn't everything that Marty and his followers do, isn't it all just put online? Either it's in Discord or online. So like if that really happened, we would have known about it. Do you know what I mean? Mary said Marty was very close to making Mr. Moo his friend. MBM does have a charm. He does. He's very charming. My love of Cross said, if Nadder had photos, why not release them? He did worse to Foodie Beauty because that would be revenge porn. And he already has a case open. So I don't think he can just release them. I think it has to be released like a different way. And with Missy Moo threatening the cops left and right and saying she has an open case, I think he's just not going to do that. But I believe Marty has the photos somehow. Maybe Nadder got hacked for 3 hours too. Maybe whoever supposedly hacked Missy Moo hacked Nadder and somehow the photos arrived. I don't know. It's not purple, it's lavender, Vicky says. Coach said he needs more than pills for Missy Moo. I'd suggest a tranquilizer gun. I mean, she needs to be medicated. She needs to go to the hospital and say, "I need help." Like her behavior is scary. And again, if she's doing all this online, imagine what she's doing behind closed doors. Like that's scary to me. That's very scary to me. I hope her kids are okay. I hope like the grandparents came by and like took them for a couple nights. That would truly be like the best thing to do. I really hope that happened. Let's see. because once they're set, the leverage is gone. Okay. Oh, my Lanta. Hi, by the way. Camps, how many kids do they have? Missy Moo, she said she has 4 kids. So chat's frozen to me. Oh, no. Exit out and go back in, Blondie. See if that helps, okay? Okay, seems to be back. Rack said people seem to be ignoring the fact that the PayPal link was fraud. Yeah, so that's a thing too. I did put it in the community post. I saw a few people posting that the PayPal was set up in Canada. So while she's crying that she's being hacked and Marty's trying to make money and do all this stuff and he's going to burn all of Girl World to the ground and dox us, like she forgot to change the country she was in on PayPal. And so it goes back to her. Why would Marty be raising money in Canada? He doesn't live in Canada. I don't understand that. So thanks again for pointing that out, Rax, though, because I even forgot about that for a minute. But I've seen it shared a few times. Hopefully enough people know. But yeah, she wasn't hacked. She wasn't hacked. Okay, so Marty says that he saw that video, but he had nothing to do with it. He didn't orchestrate it. He said there are people that dislike Missy Moo much more than he does, and good luck. Tells Mr. Moo maybe he can go stay at an Airbnb for a week or two, because people can get pretty crazy. Mr. Moo says, well, unfortunately, that's just the way the world is. Marty says, yeah. Mr. Moo says that he isn't happy with this situation, but he is going to deal with it my way, he says. Mr. Moo says, thanks, Marty, when he wishes him luck, da-da-da-da. He said that was very noble of him. Marty says, I try my best. Marty asks if Missy Moo can try a better apology and we can terminate this. Maybe like a heartfelt one, like I was wrong, I was never a process server, and I make up weird lies to try to impress people. I'm just a wackadoo. Something to that effect. A little humility. And then he would be satisfied. He says, okay. So Mr. Moo says, okay. Does it need to be worded that way? Marty says, with some humility, yes. He wants her to say, I'm sorry for being a wackadoo, and to give an explanation on why she lied about being a process server. He gives a whole story about I don't know if this is true or not. If it is, it's very sad, and I'm sorry. If it's not true, he makes up really good stories. So he gives a story about his uncle was a process server and died on the field, and this is a slap in his face. He said she also came for his girlfriend's business, and she needs to apologize to her, and then he will be done and tap out. Mr. Moo says that he needs to have a chat with Missy Moo and puts us on hold again. Hold on, you guys. I have to pause for like 1 minute. Just 1 minute really fast. I'm getting a call in, so feel free to refill your coffee. I'll be 1 minute, okay? Okay, sorry. Like everybody in my real life knows not to call me because I don't answer, like literally just text me. But so when I get a call, I'm like, oh no, this has to be something, but everything's fine. Okay, so let's get back to that. I love the whole wackadoo thing. That's why I had to keep including it. I thought that was funny. Okay, so he gives a story about how his uncle was a process server and died in the field, and this was a slap in his face. He says she also came for his girlfriend's business, and she needs to apologize to her, and then he will be done and tap out. Mr. Moo says he needs to have a chat with Missy and puts us on hold. Welcome back, Breezy. Thank you. Hopefully I wasn't too long. Who's going to get you an iced coffee? I can go on my scooter a little later if you want. Not sure where you are. Actually, it might take a few days depending on what state you're in, or a few weeks. Besides, Ghost, hey, this is very entertaining while I'm stuck in this car loop from hell. I'm happy we can entertain you. So he says that she also came for his girlfriend's business and she needs to apologize to her, and then he will be done and tap out. Mr. Moo says that he needs to have a chat with Missy and puts us on hold. Missy comes on the phone finally. She says, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I led you on. I want you to know that something about Nadder and his pictures, and he's doing this to other people as well. I couldn't understand it fully, so that's why I said something about Nadder and his pictures, because, like, she's really laying it on thick. So let me do an impersonation of Missy. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I led you on. I want you to know that it Nadder and his pictures, and he's doing this to other people as well. And she's so dramatic. Marty says, don't bring Nadder into this. She says, pardon me? He says, I just said, oh yeah, this was, she goes, pardon me? I just said he doesn't have pictures of me. Whatever he's sending you, he's going to be sending of someone else. I just don't want that person's pictures going around either. That's how you know it's a lie from the pit of hell. You're a liar, Missy Moo. You're a liar. You're a liar. You don't give a shit about anybody on this platform. This pissed me off too. You don't give a shit about anybody you hurt, Missy Moo. You don't give a shit. You even come for children, but we're supposed to believe you don't want Nadder to share nudes of somebody else that you don't even freaking know? So what's the real story? Did you send them, or you made that golden girl, that friend you're trying to protect, take pictures and send them to you? What's really going on? There's something very fishy about these pictures, Missy Moo. There's something very fishy about these pictures. If anybody else, many of us, if somebody was saying, I have your nudes, I'm going to expose them, and you knew they weren't yours, you'd be like, expose them, right? Sure, go ahead. Maybe that person has a much better body than me. Sure, think that's me. I don't care. Like, expose them. That's not me. But she all of a sudden has, like, she's the morality police, and she cares about this random person's pictures. She sent pictures. Wilma, she sent nudes. When he asked her to apologize to Nadder, that was priceless. Oh my gosh, that part. Okay, so I really wish I did voice acting. This is so damn fun, you guys. This is so damn fun to me. So she apologizes. She's trying to protect some random person that she doesn't know. She doesn't want their pictures going around. Hold on, let me see. So he's going to be sending pictures of somebody else, and I just don't want that person's pictures going around either. She does this whole thing. She says the photos aren't hers and that he does this to a lot of other women. And then Mr. Moo says, let's forget about Nadder, to Missy Moo, and Missy Moo says, I know. Marty says, yeah, you tell her, Mr. Moo. And then she keeps going on about Nadder, and Marty says, this isn't about Nadder. It's not about Nadder. Stop with the Nadder stuff. Listen to your husband, all right? He says, apologize to Jamie and don't bring Nadder into this. Mr. Moo asks again to give her a moment and says she's all upset. So in the background the whole time, you guys, she's really laying it on thick. She's going, all in the background this whole entire time. Right now, anyways. So she's all upset. Mr. Moo starts apologizing that this stuff has come out, and he's sorry that this stuff has been said. He said he hopes her business thrives. And I said, wait, why is Mr. Moo apologizing for Missy Moo? Missy Moo is supposed to. Marty says, well, thank you. Mr. Moo says he's going to work on this whole situation and that she needs a minute or two. Marty says, encourage her to do it for her family because she created this mess. He said, suck it up, stop being a baby and say you're sorry. He told her again, don't bring Nadder into this. If anything, he said, I think Nadder deserves an apology as well. Mr. Moo says again to give her a moment. Missy comes back on, hello? Marty says, we're waiting. She says, I'm very sorry, Marty and Jamie, that I caused any problems, that I said anything about Jamie's business. I apologize. I apologize that you wasted your time and your energy. She says, I don't know what else to say. Marty says, okay. He says, say you're sorry to Nadder. And she goes, for what? I died at this part. I died at this part. So he says, say you're sorry to Nadder. She goes, for what? Jamie says, well, I accept your apology. Jamie's very nice, by the way. I don't really know much about Jamie, but I think she has a really pretty voice and she's very nice. So Jamie accepts her apology, and then she starts wailing, what am I apologizing for? What am I apologizing for? She lost her shit, and it was the best day ever. The best day. I loved it. Okay, so she cries so much more. I can't understand what the hell she's saying, but basically what I got is she said she didn't do anything, and she doesn't know why she has to apologize, from what I gather. She is sobbing and it's hard to understand her. I said, is it bad that I don't feel sorry for her and I'm laughing right now? Because I don't, and I am. Anyway, Mr. Moo comes back on the phone. Marty thanks him, says he's got to ask. So I got to ask, is your wife a good dancer? Mr. Moo says, what do you mean? Marty asks, like, can she cut a rug at all? He says, we dance on occasion, but not a whole lot. Marty says, I like dancing. Marty said, it sounds like they had a really long night and he is sorry they had to deal with this crap. Mr. Moo asks if Marty is keeping the live up from Saturday. Marty makes a deal with them. If she makes a 3-minute video dancing, he will take down the live. And they could pick any song of their choice. Marty swears on his family if she makes the video, the live comes down. Mr. Moo says, now you're just reaching. He got mad at that. So he said Marty's reaching. So now Marty says he won't be taking the video down, but he does appreciate the apology. Missy Moo in the background, woo, 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 doing all that. She did that for a long time. Mr. Moo tells her he will deal with this. More of her crying. I can't even understand her. Mr. Moo says he's going to let Marty go. Apologizes again. Marty says to keep her off the internet for his family's sake. Mr. Moo says he appreciates Jamie accepting the apology. Call ends. Marty says, what the actual fuck? Literally, he said that. We talk about Missy Moo's lies, about the hospital. He thinks Mr. Moo must find it easier to just go along with her BS than stand up to her. I said, sounds about right to me. Marty thanks everyone for their donations. He said he can't imagine dealing with her. He wonders if Nadder is going to accept the apology. I said, wait, did I miss her apology to Nadder? She was too busy pretending to hyperventilate. I guess I missed it. He said he hopes Nadder accepts it and we will see. I guess she did. He says, let this be a lesson to all the Beezers out there. Like, if you want to be friends with Chantel, if you want to support Chantel, he says, I'm looking for the next one of you. Truthfully. He says, just keep that in mind. Stop the donations to Chantel. He appreciates those that have stopped. But if you are, he says, trust me, you don't want to bring this into your home life. I said more donations thanked, chatting about Salah complaining about Chantel. I said, Marty doesn't seem to have high hopes Missy is going to stay quiet. Watching Missy Moo's crazy-ass videos some more, lying about her dogs being threatened. Marty says he doesn't appreciate being lied about. He points out, if this was real and she was really that upset, why is her first thought to go onto the internet? He said it doesn't make any sense. His impersonation of her cries, oh my gosh, was hilarious. He kept going, because she kept doing this like E sound. That was horrible. I'm sorry. She kept going E, and his impersonation was amazing. I said he turns it off and he says, shut the F up. This is insulting. He says he feels drained and she is exhausting. Now we're playing Cyrax and I just can't. So with that, my friends, I'm out, I said. But this live stream was amazing. I'm happy to see Missy Moo knock down a few notches. She's got away with too much for too long. I hope she stops. I do, but I don't have high hopes. She is usually on her best behavior for a week or two and then back to her BS. I said, Marty, thank you. In a way, I feel vindicated. I do. And then I said, all right, you guys, let's talk about this. And then I talked about Kaya's thing, Kaya's boyfriend's video, but I don't even want to talk about it again. So him doing that was impressive. I know. Okay, my stomach's growling, by the way, if you guys heard that. I gotta go eat breakfast. Let me see. I'm going to look in the chat for a minute. Let's hang out for a few more minutes. And then I want to come back. Oh, wait, hold on, you guys. I want to look and see if Foodie Beauty updated anything, because if she did, in a couple hours, we can come back and cover it all. So she has a new mukbang, eat barbecue chicken with me. I guess we can end with this if you guys want to. I just might be muting a lot. Let me know if that's what you guys want to do. We can end watching her mukbang from yesterday, and I just might be muting a lot because I really want to go get some cereal. I have, what are they called? Kicks, and I really feel like them right now. I like weird cereals. I like Honey Smacks. I like Kicks. I like Corn Pops. Like the cereals nobody else likes, I like for some reason. Breakfast, it's 2:30 here. It's 11:30 for me. So my daughter went back to school today, so this morning has been busy. Last night was busy too, and I haven't eaten yet. So I really need to. My stomach is growling like crazy. Honey Smacks, I love them. You grew up on Kicks. See, I like that stuff. I know most people like Lucky Charms and whatever else. Like I like Kicks and Honey Smacks for some reason. All right, so let me pull this video up. If you guys want to watch it, we can. I'm just probably gonna mute and I don't know. I'll have to talk sometimes, but I think I'm gonna mute and hang out in the chat with you guys for a little bit. So let me get Foodie Booty's video up. Hold on, let me find it in my history. My kids love Kick. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right, hold on one second while I pull her video up, okay? Corn Pops are so good. Oh, I like Captain Crunch too, but only with the berries. I don't like it if it's like, it has to have the berries. Why is, okay, let's see. Come on. Eat barbecue chicken with me. So let me put this up. We're going to speed it up for sure. And then I'm just going to kind of, like I said, I'm going to hang out in the chat with you guys. I have to pause every, I don't know, however many minutes to talk, but let's just kick it. I am talked out at the moment. That was a lot of notes. I don't care. It was made for masochists. Oh, Captain Crunch. It does hurt sometimes. It does hurt sometimes, but I'm weird. I like to get my cereal almost soggy before I eat it. I'm so weird. I remember as a kid, I really used to like Fruity Pebbles, and then I would like it to get all soggy. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm just weird. Oh, Honey Grams are good too. Do you remember when Honey Grams used to have marshmallows in them in the 80s? Or I'm thinking of Golden Grams, but you know what I mean. I remember they used to have marshmallows in them, and it was the best cereal ever. I don't know why they stopped making it like that, but I want to write a letter to somebody and complain because they need to bring that back. Why is my screen not sharing? Hold on, you guys. Okay. You're not weird, you're quirky. I guess you can say that. She eats 2 whole chickens. Oh my gosh. All right, can you guys see what I see? I hope so. It's not letting me share for some reason. Let me see. This is so weird. Let me try it again. I guess if I can't, I can't, and we'll just come back in a few hours and try it. For some reason, YouTube really doesn't want me to watch this video with you guys. Let's see. Let's give it a moment and see if it comes up. It's it's thinking. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Chrissy, because all Missy Moo's info came out, where her brother works, his company. I don't know why this isn't letting me watch it with you guys. Unless you can see it, and I'm just not seeing it. Hey, there we go. Okay. All right. Thank you. Your milk turned into chocolate milk too. It did, but then I never really drank cereal milk. I didn't like it when it was all done. I'm weird. I'm very weird, you guys. All right. I'm going to go grab a bowl of cereal. So I can hang out and watch this with you guys. I'm just going to press play, and I will be back in a minute to hang out in the chat. Okay, you guys? Wait, let's watch the intro together. Let's go full screen. And there we go.
Hello, foodie beauties. Well, hello. Welcome to another video where I'm going to have dinner with you guys. I'm not going to call it a mukbang. We're going to call it just having dinner, okay? So,
hello, Beezers. But it's still a mukbang. Did you see the size of that? Hello, Beezers.
Did you know you can now request a personalized video from me on Cameo that you can keep forever and ever? Cameos make great birthday and special occasion gifts.
That you could keep forever and ever.
Check the link in the description and get your Cameo today. Can't wait to hear from you.
You won't. I could promise you that.
you know, I'm going to eat anyway. This is what I would eat today, and I'm going to share with you what I'm having. Oh, okay. So
Oh, wow.
this is a chicken on coal. So we're gonna remove the French fries, not eat those because I'm trying not to eat fried food, which is why I have grilled chicken.
I feel like there was really more fries there and she's already got into them because there's just no way. I've seen the servings that they give you in Kuwait. There'd be more fries. I'm sorry. That's just the reality of it. Oh, geez.
We're gonna remove those, put them there, probably for salah. And so we have a chicken, grilled chicken on coal with some grilled vegetables here and some hummus, which I won't eat all this. And I have my...
That's a freaking mukbang. It doesn't matter that it's healthier than what she normally eats. That's a meal for a whole family. That's a meal for a whole family. Oh my gosh. I know it's like she's never heard about subbing out fries for a salad or something. I do that all the time for fresh fruit, macaroni salad, like anything but fries. Sometimes I want fries. I can't even lie, but it's like all about making healthier choices. She should have said no to the fries at all, like in general, because she's ordering on an app. She could say no fries. Tom said quitting shisha makes her eat more, you guys. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's just a bucket of hummus with nothing to see here. Why do I feel like hummus now, though? Hummus sounds really good. Don't give me anything that has come off the floor. Go said, can you imagine being in a relationship where you constantly get your partner's leftovers? No. It's a lot of food. Hi, Aaron, by the way. A protein should be the size of your palm. Okay, I was stuck on mute. I was asking what the heck is chicken on coal? Is it barbecue chicken? Or what is it? I know I accidentally muted myself and then I was stuck. Okay, I'm going to mute myself. I got to go get cereal. So I will be right back, guys. You can't stand the taste of hummus. Oh my gosh. I like, where is this? I never eat the chicken, but there's this place in LA. I don't know if it's anywhere else. It's called Zanku Chicken. And they have the best hummus I think I've ever tasted. Yeah, I was muted. Sometimes the stupid laptop, we're getting a new one, hopefully by the end of September with them. I've been saving like the super chats and all that stuff you guys have been sending me. So hopefully it won't be an issue much longer. But sometimes like I'll accidentally press mute and then I'm just stuck on it until it decides to let me off. It's barbecue chicken. Okay, I was going to say, I've never talked about chicken on coal. Like, what is that? Just say barbecue chicken. Jeez. All right, I'll be right back.
Vegetables here that I like so much. So I'm just going to push this out of the way. Portion control the hummus because it's easy to just eat gobs of it with the bread. So I am trying the intermittent fasting again. I have not eaten yet today. Just mixing the olive oil.
I didn't even leave yet. I want to watch the first bite with you guys, actually. So we're supposed to believe she's fasting again. She's doing intermittent fasting again. So she, like when you're intermittent fasting, I can't even say it right, intermittent fasting. I actually end up doing that all the time. Like for some reason, for most of the time, I'll have one big meal a day. But do you want to know what my big meal is? Like a veggie sandwich and chia seed pudding with cacao nibs for dessert. Like, or stuff like that. Like, just because you get one meal a day, I don't think you're supposed to eat for an army.
So this is a tablespoon. Keeping tablespoons, but whatever.
I know, right? Okay, ALR.
And these are my salt,
you don't,
vinegar,
Tom?
pepper vegetables that I love.
You love vegetables? Since when? Exactly, Desiree.
I'm just going to give her a little bit of chicken. Here. Come.
Yeah, Anna.
She just had her butchers. And we have some pita bread. So I'm going to have one pita.
Exactly, Blondie, thank you for the reminder.
Okay. All right, let's dig in to this food. Bismillah.
Yeah. Take your first bite. Angel of Glass. Hello. Oh, honeycomb. Oh, that's so good. You don't seem very impressed, Chantal.
And I'm teaching my cat bad habits. Okay.
You teach everybody bad habits. You're a horrible influence.
Yeah.
She does. She's such a witch. Ugh. Oh, yay. I think I'm suddenly losing my appetite.
So every day, I've been having a plate of these vegetables. Salt, vinegar, and pepper. Black pepper.
Every day?
They're so good.
Are they so good? So every day, that's the way she said it. So every day I've been having a plate of these vegetables. They're so good. You hate it. She hates it. She is an animal abuser.
Here.
I know it's been 2 days, Jen. 2 days.
I love hot
Are they
peppers.
so fresh? I don't know. Who needs a fork, I guess. She's just...
Very Mediterranean meal. And... wow.
Don't choke, foodie.
Water.
All right. I'm really going to be right back, you guys. I have to go. Well, not go, but I'll be right back.
Oh, wow. Why did I do that? Hey! She tried to take the whole leg. I'm in pain. Help me. Oh my gosh, that's a hot pepper. No. So I'm going to put some hummus. I'm going to put some of this parsley and these onions, grilled onions. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're so good. I eat them just like this. Chicken. Hey.
She's so mean to her cat. You don't deserve a cat. Ugh. Apple Jacks. Oh, I forgot about Apple Jacks. Hi, by the way. Okay, you guys, I'll be in the chat.
This is half of a chicken. No. Good girl. She literally took a bite of the leg and looked at me. Like,
do you feed your cat?
Do
you ever feed your cat? Why is she always starving? I mean, I know animals beg, but like, it just makes you wonder.
You know you're abusing.
And that's a whole chicken. That's not a half of a chicken.
She loves to see you guys. No good, baby girl. Baby girl. Whew. That pepper, I don't know what it was. But that was painful. Let's have another. Let's have more of it. All right. So we have some hummus. We have some parsley and onion. I'm starting to like onions for flavor. I don't know. Let's do the chili. Or whatever it is. Because I'm a sucker for punishment.
It's obsessed with keeping me muted. It's obsessed. I hope she has more of whatever that hot stuff was. She deserves it. I don't care. I don't care. Hates when she says that. So annoying. Baby. Oh my gosh. The way she says baby girl. Alphabets. I forgot about those too. It's gross that the cat uses a litter box and walks all over the floor and she lets it on the table. Yeah. That's not. Beaker says she sounds like a barnyard animal. Where does she learn to chew and eat? Utensils. She doesn't believe in using utensils. She doesn't believe in using dishes. She does because she doesn't believe in washing dishes. I watched Marty's live today talking to Mr. Moo on the phone, and it was hysterical. Luna, it was the best thing ever. We just covered it. The best live stream I have ever seen in my life. I'm telling you.
Some chicken. There we go. This bite's for you guys.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Jeez. Wow.
Yeah. You already had.
She likes to touch it all.
I gotta save a piece for Howie.
Stop giving your hamster chicken. Hell, this woman used a back scratcher. True. That she used on her food, but to eat with at the villa. That's so true. Oh, gosh. How I wish I didn't know that.
They give you this garlic, too.
Okay. Jeez, foods.
But I find it gives me heartburn. I don't know why.
This woman is so weird. I know. I remember the back scratcher. Oh, I wish I didn't know about it. They are Sachi.
Hey.
It was the mac and cheese.
No.
You're right, Melissa. The chicken that has the hot peppers that she's choking on, she's giving to Julia. She really has no business owning animals.
Were you a street cat? I need to know.
Hamsters only eat hamster foods, not chicken, not whatever Foodie Beauty eats, hamster food.
Not that it would matter to us. We don't care.
You don't care about anything, much like your friend Missy Moo.
So good. So good. The grilled, to me, chicken, like cooked on coal, is the tastiest way of cooking chicken. Oh. Come on. Hey. Onions are sweet when they're cooked. So,
Oh, I'm off mute. I was stuck on mute. Do we want to speed her up, you guys? I mean, there's only so much of this. we could watch at a normal
talk
speed.
about. I'm just trying to be consistent with like.
Okay, speeding her up. It's brutal. I know. I tried.
Health journey.
What journey, Foodie? You've never been on a journey.
It is tough, of course.
Is it tough?
My
Jeez.
mind is already thinking.
Digging into that.
For later.
You're not going to have anything
honestly,
left over.
When I just go to bed and not try to think about it. Honestly, and on top of that, I'm quitting shisha.
Uh-huh. What news did you get, Foodie, at the doctor's? I'm interested in knowing. She considers it the diet, Aaliyah, because it's healthy. It's her one meal of the day. She had a whole chicken.
Which is difficult. Quitting several things at the same time.
That's why you don't quit everything at once. Like when you're new in recovery and you're going to, let's say you went to detox and you're in rehab, you're in meetings or whatever, like everybody will tell you like, I don't know, because some people are like, I quit drinking and I quit drugs. So like, I'm going to quit smoking too. It's like, oh, okay, well, let's focus on the drinking and drugs. Like, I remember hearing that so much because so many people would say, now I'm going to quit smoking too. Like when you're starting something, like quitting everything at once can be a bit overwhelming and get you off track. So I don't think it's going to work for her. She's going to spiral out of control. She's supposedly quitting how she eats. She's quitting smoking. She's quitting raging, everything. It's not going to work out. It's going to be a disaster like every other time.
What's your favorite healthy snack? Share in the comments below because people can always use ideas for healthy snacks that taste amazing.
Rice cakes and seaweed. Chia seed pudding. There you go. Freeze-dried fruit. Pistachios. In moderation, all of this. In moderation.
When we would get this meal.
Jeez.
I would eat at least like 4 pita breads.
And
we would finish the tub of hummus. So
who's we? Who is we? I'd like to know who we is.
So good. It's a lot having lamb or sheep.
Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Fruit and veggie pouches. Yes, Danielle. The Kirkland ones.
Honestly, it would be so cool for you guys to travel here.
Same Wawa.
Just to try the food.
No, thank you. I'll just find a local restaurant. It's beautiful, but no.
You just have to keep an open mind when you're traveling.
You do, but
outside of your comfort zone?
Yeah.
I can taste lemon on the chicken.
I'm surprised you could.
Keeping tablespoons of hummus.
Do you slow down to taste anything? You don't taste shit. You inhale. You inhale. It's a mukbang, Island Dreamer. Hi, by the way. That's a nice glass of cold water. That's a good snack.
So instead of getting
right now, she is.
I got the pita to finish the hummus. I'll just use the veggies.
That's what you could have done anyways and just not use the pita. You don't need it.
Okay. You've had enough chicken, man.
Exactly, Danielle. She's locked inside all day. What comfort zone?
I don't let her eat too much. I mean, like really any junk, really. I just like sometimes a little bit of bread. Cheese. I'm not laughing.
Okay, this is what you're annoying. This is what annoys me. Her and Amberlynn start a diet for a day and they talk like they've been on it for 6 months. Like they're like, oh yes, and this is what I do every day. And I haven't really been eating anything unhealthy. This is my meal always. It's been a day, like a day. And since when you're still eating cheese, candy, and all this, this is not your one meal of the day. This is probably your 5th meal of the day already.
Sometimes she steals food and hey, gets to it before I can take it away.
Do you feed her?
Are you a street cat? What are you doing?
Yes.
No manners. No.
Well, she learned from the best, I guess. They are like catcher mitts.
About eating healthy food, like I don't get thirsty like I would eating like fried food, like a Big Mac meal or something.
It's been a day.
Maybe because I'm eating my water. Cucumbers have a ton of water.
Oh, this crunching though.
So my favorite healthy snack is
What?
salt and pepper vinegar
Oh my
vegetables.
gosh. Hold on, you guys. I really want to thank Chandra and Jim. Thank you so much. I just checked. Thank you so much. I just want to thank you guys. That was really sweet. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I gotta do a donation song. I gotta come up with a donation song. I don't have one, but I want to thank you for your kindness and your generosity. And this will be going to the computer fund. Thank you so much, you guys. I have the best subscribers in the world. I truly do. And I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Try your favorite vegetables. You know.
So I'm weird again. My favorite vegetable, I think, are Brussels sprouts, and I like them lightly sauced. It's so good.
The parsley is nice on there.
Do I sing?
Okay.
I try. Not very well. Can you imagine
There's a
how
lot of grilled chicken
disappointing?
barbecue. It's called mishawi.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of mishawi restaurants. I'm gonna take the skin off.
I'm amazed at how she could eat a whole damn chicken in a matter of minutes. Oh, really, Luna?
So
I like veggies too. Broccoli's good. Ooh, asparagus.
Very oily, especially on the dark meat.
Oh, foodie, you're just nasty.
So I don't usually like dark meat, but I'm
Ugh.
hungry. I don't hate it.
This is so disgusting. I don't judge anybody if you eat meat at all. Like, I don't judge. My daughter eats meat. Like, she's not pescatarian like me. She loves her chicken. I just don't make it. But this is absolutely disgusting. She's ripping into it like a caveman. I've never seen anything like this. Like, you would think she's been trapped on an island for 30 years or something. It's just the way she eats is absolutely shocking and disgusting. Ooh, Beaker said asparagus cooked in garlic butter is my favorite. Asparagus sounds so good right now. Now I want that. Yeah, she ate a whole chicken. A whole chicken. I'm sure a dietitian approved this meal. Not. Animal. She's eating like an animal. Like, I feel like I'm watching Discovery Channel or Animal Planet, and I'm watching somebody like an animal or a cheetah or something eat. It's disgusting. It's ugh.
But given a choice, I will always choose the breast meat. It's just like less fatty, and some people like that though. That's what they like about the dark meat. It's less fatty. There's just like nothing weird in it. You know, like I don't know. You know what I mean?
I never know what you mean. Not even once.
Are you guys like a breast person or leg person?
I mean, if we're not talking about chicken,
like because like my
breast.
mom used to make barbecue drumsticks growing up. That was really good.
Okay.
I'm not like super full, but
she's not super full.
Later, I will have. Sorry. Later, I will have a yogurt and banana.
Yeah, right. That's not it. Plus, what else, foodie? What else? Asparagus with some lemon. Oh, that sounds good too, Liv.
Hopefully. I'm gonna go to bed.
What?
You know, with a binge-free night. When I wake up.
When do you have a binge-free night? I know you think if you eat healthy foods in large amounts, it doesn't count, but food, I don't know how to break this to you. That's a mukbang, and I don't know. Would you guys consider that a binge, or is more a binge?
in the morning, I feel like, wow, I did it.
Wow.
And then like that kind of empowers me to like keep going.
Mm-hmm. You sound a lot like ALR right now.
It does feel really good to slay a goal, even if it's just a daily one.
Mm-hmm.
I have to answer comments. Oh my gosh.
It's not a binge-free night. No. It's a binge, right, you guys? Dixie said not a binge. Both considering how many people it would feed is unreal. That would be a binge to
I
me.
won't leave him alone.
But maybe it's different for every person.
All right, alhamdulillah, finished.
Oh, Luna said Netflix.
So guys, that's my dinner for today. This is the first thing I had, and
oh, really, Luna?
like I said, I'll have something small after. Yogurt and fruit. And probably an Arabic coffee.
Okay, Dawn, I get that too.
Maybe with the coffee, 2 tea biscuits or something, but that's about it.
So
I just want to thank you guys for having dinner with me, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening.
Okay, thank you. All right, you guys. I think what we're gonna do. Let me double check and see if Foodie Beauty uploaded anything. But I just need like a few hours to get things done, and I can definitely come back in the afternoon if you guys want to. That is, if you guys want to, I could definitely come back in the afternoon, and we can cover like if she does another mukbang. I think she's supposed to have a workout video coming out, right, you guys? Something along the lines of that. So there's nothing new uploaded right now. No new community posts. Let me double check and see if there's anything interesting going on Twitter. I'm just looking at my phone really fast. And let me just double check on that, because you never know. I don't see anything other than Failure to Lunch would like to reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you can check out their YouTube channel, they're pretty cool. They come in here sometimes to chat. Go check them out and give them a subscribe if you would like to. But that's it, you guys. I think I'm going to go for now. It's been really cool chatting with you guys. I had a lot of fun. I'm loving these longer live streams. I'm probably going to see you guys in a few hours. Like I said, I could definitely come back. I don't know, maybe around 2, 3, maybe sooner. We'll see. But if anything happens, we'll be back and go live. Thank you again for hanging out with me. Thank you, everybody, for the donations and the super chats and even just liking the stream. Thank you, mods. Thank you if you gave this a thumbs up, if you're commenting, if you're subscribed to me. I really appreciate you guys. And I couldn't do any of this without you. So thanks for all your love and support. And I'll see you guys in a few hours, okay? Thank you. Oh, you subscribed to them, Luna? Awesome. Awesome. All right, you guys, have a great day, great evening wherever you are. And I have a feeling I'll see you in like 2 or 3 hours. All right, bye, everybody. Go enjoy your day. Bye.